YouTube, hello, it's Masquerada, Songs and Shadows. I've been informed that the S is important. And Jeppo has an update. Also, Nathan's in the chat. Hello, boys. Nightbot as well, oh my god. Now let's see this tutorial / prologue, which I'm hoping has, like, plot in it and isn't just like, here's how to play the game, dipshit. Although, I probably need that. It'd be nice if it had some flavor to it. I don't know anything about this game, by the way. Not a thing.
We did it, Cyrus. We're in.
Save your relief, Amadea. We're not out of the flames yet.
Cyrus, we must keep moving. Bretha, secure the west wing.
Come. We must head to the Hall of Bearings. There are still some of us that are unarmed.
Waz did a move. Oh, wow. With the angle, I kind of thought this would be like Banner Saga or like XCOM. It is free movement on this isometric. Okay, fair enough. Remember that random building in Yakuza 8 memory? It was the hospital from Judgment? Yes. Yes, I knew that. Or I figured that out, rather. After the fact. Ah. A fountain. Boy, they really just... they dump you in, huh? Auto attack. Right click on enemy to attack it. Your companions automatically acquire to... for God's sakes. Yeah, so this is a real-time game with pausing elements, which means it's real thin ice for me if I'm going to enjoy this. Could go either way. We'll see. Red bar represents companions' health. Use 1 through 4 for skills. Ugh. So it's a bit like Dragon Age Origins, is what I'm gleaning here. Or Inquisition, possibly. 1 through 4 for skills. Fun fact, I hate using number keys. I'm probably just going to click on them. Some kills require a target or a target point. Yellow bar represents focus. It's also a bit like Pillars of Eternity, now that I think about it. Yellow arc around the character's feet denotes a shield area. I like that I can... yeah, focus people down, why don't we? Okay, yep. I guess the fact that you can pause is pretty handy. And I'm not dying either, so that's pretty awesome. Pretty great when you don't die. Although this guy is close to it. Yeah, so it is straight up real time with pausing. Okay then. I really hoped I could click and move places. You cannot. It's so close to Pillars of Eternity, which I paused and save scummed very frequently. It's the White Spire Hall of Bearings. For God's sake. This game is begging to just let me click somewhere and run there. Run! Yeah, that.
No! Stop them!
Alright, yeah, that does that, I guess. Do that, and then you have cooldown. Glad to see they auto-do their things. It's powered to enter and exit tactical pause. While in tactical pause, you can issue commands. You can also pan the camera freely. While on pause, pressing spacebar again will show you real time. Yeah, I mean, accurate. That's why anyone would play any other way is a mystery to me. The heat of battle, companions might go down. Oh, they did. I revive the fallen by clicking on them or by moving close, pressing E. Okay. What was the plan again? I'm going to play this for 2 days, today and tomorrow, and we're going to see how I feel about it. All I can say is it better be a gripping tale.
Not too far in. We can chase them.
Forget it. There are more than enough Masquerades here. Both of you take all you can and bring them to the troops.
I will tell Invidious. He should be done with...
That's a crazy connection, Noki.
Cyrus, I'm not going anywhere.
Is it this Cyrus guy?
Bastard is killed. Neither am I.
Both of you listen. If we
'Cause
are to
he's
stand
got the
any
hair.
chance at winning this, our men
And the
need
face.
these Masquerades.
So let Invidious take them.
And what if Portieri await him on the way back? Tell me you trust him, or anyone else, to defend against them.
Cyrus.
Honestly.
No.
Then go. And Amadea,
I can fight, Cyrus.
I know you can. Which is why you need to go with Lysandra and Invidious. They'll take care of you.
But...
No buts, Amadea. Now go, both of you.
I
This
will be
seems
back with
really
reinforcements.
important, but it's also the tutorial, and I
Don't
understand
do
nothing
anything
about what's
foolish
going
without
on.
Me, Cyrus Gavar.
I could be the bad guy.
Understand? Cyrus.
Yes. Now go.
Be interesting if I was the bad guy, I suppose. Real hot take there.
You don't mean that, do you, sir?
Oh, I mean it. But understanding and complying are two different things, Nal.
She's not going to be happy with you, sir.
The number of times I've heard that.
I lie to women frequently. What a guy. God. It's mind-boggling the way this game is set up that I can't just click and run somewhere. What the fuck were they thinking with that? Arg, how's it going? Oh, this is, whomst are my allies? Probably these boys in green. Right-ho, you can just... Oh, right, you need to... Shielded areas. Ugh. I guess he's just a little out of reach. It's a whole ass line. I really can't just hit those two. Know the character's name, but it was not that guy. Ah, well, fair enough. Now there's a new game. Hunt for the guy who looks like he's from Tales from the Borderlands. Press tab to switch between companions. Or I can pause and click on them. You know, to get out of real time. The worst combat. Polite of them to tell me I could just do that as well. There you go. Oh, for God. Fine. Go this way.
What now, sir?
We aim for the heart. Avestus will be trying to escape. We cannot let that happen, and we cannot afford to wait for Lysandra's return. He will be long gone by then. We must do it ourselves.
That sounds dangerous, sir.
No, we have broken into the heart of the White Spire. There are few lines of danger we have left to cross.
Well, sir, if this is how it has to be, then let us do it.
Thank you, Nal, and your men as well. Umber will remember this when they fashion the laws of freedom.
But not you, sir.
Come on. We have a man to kill.
Well, Arg, first of all, I complain about everything, so I refuse to believe that. More importantly, Greedfall also had, like, dodge rolls, hack and slash, over-the-shoulder, third-person camera. This is an isometric game that won't let me fucking click on where... Oh, I can right-click. Never mind. Fair enough. But yeah, no, isometric games that are turn-based are really just not my thing. Whereas, you know, Dark Souls, but they let you pause and do some tactical shit is an incredibly different thing.
Cyrus, it doesn't have to end this way.
I am truly sorry.
Go, sir. We've got you covered.
Oh, shit. See you later, I guess. I'm sure he'll be fine, right? Some skills apply elemental tags, such as... Oh, I clicked through that. Elemental type, invoke the effect. 2 here. Okay. Thank you. Water tag deals water damage. I cleaned that. Well, I'm appreciating how hard it is to kill me. That's awful polite of them. I get that it's the tutorial, but, you know, I'm gonna still just take that as read, that it's too polite to kill me. That guy is absolutely throwing mud at me, which is just rude. Does he have a drum? He does! He has a drum that flings mud at me. The nerve of some people. The Spire.
What? Where is Avestus?
With
Safe.
the rest of us. Ha ha!
Corridors of the registry are twisted. You know that.
Just like its leader.
You don't mean that.
Yes, I do. And you know it. Just because you have that cape on your shoulder doesn't mean that you are blind to the injustices of this broken city.
Cyrus, please.
You know its insides are corrupt, its ways foul.
And even if I did, what then? We are but single entities, Cyrus. How much can one person hope to achieve?
Nothing by themselves, but with people who believe in them, who believe with them.
I'm sorry.
Lucia, please.
You have already cost the city too much. This must end.
This is just an odd choice for the tutorial, because I don't know who any of these people are, or what's happening, or why they're doing anything. I get that it's in media res, but like...
I am so sorry, my friend. Have you any last words?
That only works so
The
well.
city needs to change, Lucia.
Goodbye, Cyrus Gavar.
Like, I don't know this dude. I just... Oh, shit. I thought she was just gonna stab him. That seems excessive. Our swords can shoot laser beams? Hell yeah. I'm also guessing that mask was important in some way. Okay, well, that was the tutorial. Difficult to say is perfect players that are looking for gameplay experiences neither too hard nor too easy. Easiest difficulty meant for players who new genre or want to play for the story. Enemies have less hit points and longer cooldown on abilities. Well, maybe one day. I am very bad at this style of combat. My brain does not work in real time. So was that the past or the future? Or?
Nowhere else in a midnight build are there so many damn ships.
I think I found the guy who looks like Reese from Borderlands. It's him, obviously.
The moment you lay eyes on that city, a demon possesses you. It's where all magic comes from, they say. Hey.
They also say the pipe will kill you. Yet, here we are.
Yeah. The whole trip I tried not to, Cicero. But you made a promise. Going back here ain't gonna do you no good.
I made a promise to my parents, too. To feed them. Give them a better life. I need the money, Varl.
And the question is, are you willing to pay with your soul for it?
No, I said I need money. So that's why I need money, to not pay with my... Were you listening? What the fuck kind of a question is that?
Into the shadows we go.
That could not be more brightly lit. What do you mean?
Breathe it in, Cicero. The smell of a bad decision.
Taco Bell.
Smells like Munich slices to me. And sewage.
Yeah, Taco Bell.
You joke about it now.
Relax, Varl. I'll see you in a 5-day. I promise.
How long do we think that is?
Promise. If you break it, I swear to 7 sisters that I'll come down to the pits myself to wrangle your skinny neck.
I'll see you when I see you, Captain. Pits or no.
72 hours? A 5-day? Yeah, that sounds about right. Immediately. No, give me the cat. I cannot interact with the cat. God damn it. This game sucks. Why would you put a cat at the beginning of the game and not let me do anything with it? How dare you? No interaction at all. Anyway, so we've made it to Magic Town of Magic People, it sounds like.
Sir.
And I think my brother's dead?
Relax.
Completely unplayable.
You are the coach hands I was told to expect?
That's us. Elena Toth, sir.
Ricardo Toth, at your service.
The coach is nearby?
Just a minute this way, sir.
He does, other than the thing in his head, bear a striking resemblance to Reese. I have to agree with you. The twins, Ricardo and the other one. You two seem important. Nothing? I can't, like... Okay, I guess they're not important. They look important. By the way, I'm far more comfortable playing these games isometric with a mouse, so that's why I'm stubbornly refusing to use a keyboard for as much as I can. Not a good day? No, they won't let me interact with the fucking cat. I agree. There's a way to talk to people. I don't know what it is. But it seems like I should be able to listen in on these conversations, right? I don't know. Fishing when? In this game? I don't know. In real life? Never. If I can help it anyway. A save point, I'm gonna go ahead and assume. Oh, just... Ah! The lore document. Oh, God. 45 bits of lore. I guess that's not that bad, actually. I was looking at the completion of this game on Xbox, just in case I do end up liking this. It's only 8 to 10 hours, which isn't bad, so even if I don't like it, if it goes on... Well, even if I'm neutral to it, if it goes on sale, it might be worth grabbing.
Flashy. I expected the registry to be spending more on dealing with the war than printing up the carriages.
Oh, actually, sir...
Don't get me wrong. I love the finish.
It's this one.
Yeah, silly fuck. I mean, that's still pretty nice.
Well, the less attention we draw, the better for us, anyway.
Also, why would you
Come on.
stand
Let's
so
see if this
obviously
beat
close to
can
the
get through
one that I'm not getting in?
Ages.
Ha! You missed, idiot.
Presents out, all of you. Make no trouble for us. You'll have none yourself.
He's mugging us in broad daylight.
Do it.
What do you mean?
That's it, boys.
And that's
Stop
it,
playing.
boys.
It was a pleasure.
They're getting bolder by the day.
Yeah, that guard up at the
I'd
top
like
of
to
the
see how
screen did
bold
fucking
they thought they
nothing.
knew he was an Inspectore. I bet they would have thought...
Ricardo.
Hear that, boys?
Time to say for
An
cat goes fishing.
Inspectore.
Unironic.
We mean you no trouble.
They lingered. Unironically, love that game.
Words spoken behind
Put a
blade.
ton of hours into cat goes fishing.
The Inspectore will fetch us some. We don't need the other two. Truly a pleasure.
Now they're kidnapping in broad daylight.
Watch your flanks.
Oh, you're not gonna help, huh? Cool, thanks. Can you get fucking... Oh, wait. Oh, no, they all have names. That's kind of cool that everyone has names. NPCs and all. Can you get, like, Sorrel there, who might be a guard, or this dude in armor, Portieri? Can they help out? Can, like, the horses kick him in the dick or something? Choosing a game to finish a single playthrough and getting them aren't that difficult. Yeah, no, it's like I said. 8 to 10 hours was the completion estimate, and it was all one playthrough. The only one that looked like it was a real bitch was you needed to collect everything, like all the lore documents in the history. So, also, I will never do an IRL stream because then I'd have to face reveal, and we know we can't have that. I have no abilities, so we're just gonna raw dog this and hope for the best. If I could, hold on. Can I, attacking you next, can I map, controls. Can I map pause to a button? Like one of my buttons on my mouse. I cannot. That's very annoying. Because I really, really like not having to use my keyboard. Damn. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Checked in the stream, you're a good mod? Certainly. Oh wow, I kick ass. Once again, I love how little damage everyone does to me. This is great. Who needs to understand game mechanics? Are they dead? Did I just kill 3 men and no one gives a shit? Oh, like, we don't even stop business for corpses? Don't even turn your heads, huh? Guy buying cheese? Alright. Just a fucking typical day, I guess, huh?
So, Ricardo, you watched me fight.
He more than watched, sir. He was practically gawking.
They didn't care when I was being mugged. It's
Relax.
true.
All I wanted to know
But now
is
they
why
have to
you seem
clean
so
that up.
surprised.
It's in front of their stall.
Well, 7 inspectores and none would stoop to a level to have contadani like us present to watch them train.
Doesn't mean you can't steal a glance from the West Wing. The upper levels provide quite the view.
They're not allowed to watch you
If
fight?
you don't mind me saying, sir.
What?
You're awfully comfortable around us.
What do you mean?
What's the
People like
logic
us
of
and
that?
Contadani, maskless.
You mean people who have lives and dreams and all? I think I'd be more worrying if I was uncomfortable, no?
Wait, why are they maskless, but I also don't have a mask? Also, real cool of them to have maskless when it's, you know,
Been so long since I've heard that.
castless.
Heard what?
Slow down, please. That.
That dude who doesn't shut the fuck up on the audio soundtrack?
The Pale Isle. For a city this dark to have a heart so bright. Let's go.
Alright. Maybe a caste system? Yeah, I gleaned that. It's not subtle what with mask rhyming with cat, or well, slant rhyme with
This
cast.
is new.
Extra security measures, sir, since the war began.
Well, makes sense.
Business?
Transport.
And who are you transport? I see.
Problem, Elencio?
Carry on.
How do they... I don't have a mask. What separates me from these other yahoos that makes me so special?
Well, that wasn't very polite.
You don't expect them to treat war criminals with politeness, do you?
I'm sorry, sir. I didn't mean to.
No. Stop the coach, please.
Well, yeah,
I think
we're
I'd
here.
like a little time to myself, if you don't mind. I'll make my way up to the White Spire when I'm done.
Of course,
Wait.
sir. We'll be at the stables if you need to find us.
So, are you a war criminal? And if so, they're just cool with letting you wander around, doing whatever you want? And if not, what? This game is not great at easing you into the world, is it? They're just like, here's the world, bitch. Fucking figure it out. Pale Isle is the principality. I'm not reading this. Who am I fooling? Give a few reasons, none of them good. Can I talk to people yet? Nope. Okay. You seem important.
Hey, aren't you forgetting something, scum?
Oi, I'm talking to...
Of all the souls, I never thought I'd get to see you again.
What do you want?
What do I want? I want you to have a taste of what we went through because of you.
Okay, so I'm not popular.
Oh, the mouse has teeth. Let's see how well he bites.
We've got this!
Alright, it's one-on-one. I hope. I can can also just click play. I don't know why I'm saying space. Check the war pages update. Will shed light on questions you've posed so far. Yeah, but I don't know how to read, so...
Come on.
I don't think I'm gonna win this one. Yeah, fellas, it didn't really look good. Turns out the trained soldier in armor is beating a guy who's dressed out for, you know, shopping.
The man who lives like a coward deserves to suffer like one. Valencio, I swear.
You just use magic to rush in to throw hands at this guy? Alright, fair enough.
Attention. We are in the middle of a war, Silencio. Do you understand that?
I didn't...
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Your masquerine is to be used against the mask runners of the city, not against its citizens, exiled or not. You have demonstrated a sore lack of understanding with regards to the utilization of masquerines. You will unbind from your masquerine and have the privilege of its company revoked for a period of 10 days.
So he's suspended without pay?
Keep me waiting any longer and it'll be 30.
Or maybe with pay, I don't know. Looks like an idiot. Should probably keep the mask on, buddy.
Go. You lucky bastard. If I hadn't been out for a drink...
At this time, someone's picked up some habits.
Why are you here, Cicero? A man with your reputation must be either mad or desperate to return to the city.
Here, read it.
Summoned back to Umber at the request of the Verone, your exile will be revoked and you will be granted a grand sum of...
This sounds like a
So
scam.
what, you're back for the money?
Hell yeah, brother. It's all about the
Mad or
money.
Desperate.
And do you know for what reason you've been called back?
If you can decipher anything from this cryptic mess, please.
Sounds like they're paying you.
Need to see a Vestus.
That's why it...
Accompany me? I think it'd be a good time to hear what's been going on.
You mean it'd be good to have a bodyguard?
Well, I was trying to be nice.
Come on. He's in the White Spire.
Alright, so clearly I did a bad thing and they kicked me out. Only to... I guess because we're in war, be like, hey, would you like to come back? Or... that's magic. First step, the masquerade is sync before being able to use a masquerine. I'm just going to assume that's the mask, and Masquerada are the people that wear them. This process is called binding. It takes mere imagining a connection between the Masquerada bee and the masquerine. And it is done. Consequences are far from simple. Should a Masquerada perish while bonded to the masquerine self fades into fine dust that blows away on invisible winds. As opposed to those visible winds that we all see every day. You know, guy who wrote this, sometimes you can just say wind. Invisible winds. Guys, how about that invisible air? Isn't it crazy? Chicken. God, they don't let me have any fun in this game. It's very odd. Am I missing something? Why can't I talk to people? You've got a city full of people. I can kick around their shit, which is kind of funny. You can see the air if you need to hold your breath and leave immediately. Exactly. And that's more the chemicals within the air. Although you can see your breath if it's cold enough outside. Which is entirely because, unlike what media would have you believe, where cold people just can see their breath, your breath is so warm hitting the cold air that your breath can be seen. So really, people who are on fire in video games and movies should go, ha, and their breath can be seen. Not the cold people. But I'm the only one who cares about that, so, you know, my voice goes unheard.
Would you look at that? Huh. Elysian stones. I'd have expected the war to curb trade a little.
It did. For about 3 months, until the countries across the belt realized how much they missed our work.
And so they decide to send their traders to a country steeped in civil war.
It isn't that bad.
Civil war.
The bloodiest sons have all set. We're just cleaning up what's left of it. In fact, I think in a few years it'll be completely over.
They all say that about
Let's
civil
keep
war.
going.
All right, well, okay, that's a shade. It's a civil war. We're learning about the world. I can appreciate that. This game long, 8 to 10 hours for full completion, so probably
You're
not.
at least a week away from another rotation.
I'm the best firebrand here, and you know it.
Get lost, Travis. You know there's no way you're going to get it.
Fuck you, Travis!
Arguing over a masquerine. Aren't there enough to go around?
The war. Ever since your brother gave out all those masquerines to the mask runners, the death toll on both sides has been great.
And you've been losing masquerines.
So long as they sit upon a dying face, to the dust they go. And now, the city is running out of them. Everyone's feeling it. The guilds, the mask runners, the registry.
Not to be
The
that
veterans
guy,
even
but...
suspect that in the next 50 years or so, there'll be fewer than 100 masquerines left.
Couldn't you make
There
more?
were thousands before. Surely 5 years.
Yeah.
5 years have crippled this country, Cicero. I am sorry. That did not come out as smoothly as I had intended.
You're tired. I understand.
You would, wouldn't you? Well, let's not keep Avestus waiting.
You say that, Arg. Going by true achievements, the completion takes 8 to 10 hours. Maybe they play on easy and just blitz through everything. I don't know, but... Alright, so the masks are good shit that are disappearing when people die because we're in a civil war, and the masks are divided. Got it. Seems like a stupid thing to kill somebody with a mask on then, but then, you know, I guess how would one side gain any traction over the other? Still, though, it seems like you could, I don't know, just before you kill them, if you've got them in a spot, rip the mask off their face real quick. Maybe they have to willingly unbind, I don't know. Completionist run takes 17 hours? Don't know what to tell you. Completionist means 100%, which might mean all of this, whereas all the achievements might not include all of this. As far as finishing this, we'll see how I like it. I'm gonna do it for 2 streams, and if I like it, sure. It's probably only 1 stream after that anyway, so I might just, you know, go along with it. Regardless of whether or not I like it at the end of 2 streams. Part of me wishes they would just pop this open when I find it, instead of, you know... but finding true ruins on Forgotten Tower, constructing a matter of days, record time, even with the help of Earth brands. You weren't kidding when you said it's a bit like Avatar. Construction and Spire serve not only to establish quick base of operations of the registry, but to remind citizens it governed, it had the capability and power, and was willing to use it to perform such a feat. Ah, so it's the Millennium Tower from Yakuza. I understand now. So we might get Will tomorrow? I mean, yeah, we might. And even if we don't, we'll get it Thursday. Sunday is Outlast because, you know, the universe hates me. Achievements include getting all the lore. Don't know what to tell you then. The registry. Vast majority of Ombre, hell yeah, takes the registry. It's probably Ombre. The country's government for granted. Okay, so the registry is the government. And I'm not saying this simply because I am, or at least was, a member of it. The registry's duties in the city aren't all-encompassing. Many of the city's cogs are kept turning by the Samora, which has led to the proliferation of the opinion that people don't talk like this, that they are responsible for little. This, however, is inaccurate. The modern Umbrian simply does not see the waves that the registry makes or the force it reckons with. Good God, I'm not reading all that. Wasn't kidding about the power similarities.
Any idea why the old man wants to see me?
Not a very solid one. One of the Regenti has gone missing. And these walls should not be privy to this conversation.
We can go back outside where the rabble are. That would make you feel better. Liking all the different hats and styles. So it's mastery over the form. Runic influencers immediately obvious. My mother was a spectacle painter back in the homeland. Ooh. I know, that's why I called you here. Talking about paintings. Culture. Art! Art, damn it! Public external reaction to Gavar's written. Okay. Strange, I would have expected it to be anger. Exactly. 5 years is enough to calm the betrayed hearts. Was I kicked out because my brother is, like, leading the Civil War or whatever? My older brother, if I had to hazard a guess. I'm also not a fan of chanting and music too often, and these guys don't shut the fuck up. Go ahead and tell you that right now.
Here we are.
Tell me he's changed, at least a little.
Well, his shirt's
Have fun
different.
finding out.
I like the guy we're running with. He at least can crack a joke. Verone's office. Every name is slightly Italian-inspired. Or coded, I guess. Verone. Cicero.
In all the 20 years that I have spent perched upon the spire, not once have I seen my city so broken.
Well, fix it then!
Tristan was telling me the war's almost over.
Over? When does a war end? When the trumpets of peace sound? When the mask runners are dead in the gutter?
I mean, that would do it.
No. It ends when it ceases to echo through every street, or shadow every face. It is over when the halls that it has emptied fill once again. This war is far from over. I trust the past 5 years have treated you well?
No, I'm poor.
You've been kind.
Kind? Is that what you call those years you spent throwing all your coin at barkeeps, fleeing the grip of sobriety?
It's a tight grip, that's
the Cavalry
sobriety.
Fields may be located across the belt, but it's still within the registry's vigil.
And so is playing.
It's also
by the
not hard
rules.
to figure out. You've just been drinking this whole time.
Why am I here?
The answer is all around you. You've been to the docks. You've walked through the grounds. How many portieri enjoy the company of Masquerades?
I mean, I wasn't really looking.
Tristan told me. The city's losing too many of them.
We must learn the secrets of the Masquerades. Learn how to stop them from disintegrating upon their wearer's death.
This is a job better suited for the Vigilus.
Widen your mind, Cicero. You think I called you here to bury your nose in dusty tomes?
Here.
You are not the first that I've spoken to of these matters.
An undusty
A gentleman of
tome.
mine was tasked 3 months ago to explore the annals we have on Masquerades. You are here to find him.
How long's he been missing?
He missed sending in his last report due 20 days ago.
And you've sent no one else?
Brought me because, yeah.
Ophina and Corvus were sent to investigate.
I'm gonna say.
What did they find?
I'm a banished
That
man.
their songs were shorter than they expected.
Both of them?
Ophina was found hanging in her room, hands tied, wrists slit.
Ugh.
Corvus's body was not so fortunate.
Well, she sounds
Whoever
off.
Was had resources,
Doing
wit,
well, yeah.
knowledge, finesse. It's a pity the two before you managed to find nothing apart from their own deaths.
So you called me back to feed me to the dogs?
Yes.
No, I called you back to find my Regenti. If the canines come at you while you're at it, well...
You're a fool if you think I'll do this.
I'll think much more than that if you turn away. Especially if you read the case notes. You might find the name of my Regenti interesting.
Slarty Bardfast. What?
Razatov.
I didn't say it was
You two
important.
were
Just interesting.
acquainted, were you not?
Lavas.
Anything else?
Only that you are to breathe no word whatsoever to anyone else regarding this case. Everything else you need is in those.
You probably
notes.
should have led with that.
Arm yourself in the Hall of Bearings. Then see what you can find. His office in the East Wing is probably a good place to start. That is all.
Okay, so I got banished, I think, because my brother was leading a civil war. A little harsh, but I get it. They've brought me back because they're missing somebody important, and 2 people they've sent to find him have turned up dead. I'm not sure that's the best reason for me to be back here, but, you know, I get it. Don't know what they're gonna do if I fuck up. Find some other degenerate? Probably not. Oh dear, now what?
Survived the trial, I see.
Barely. The bastard's still as oily as ever.
Why should we help him? He has money.
Walls have ears. So, was I right?
This is about the Regenti that's gone missing.
He just told you not to tell anyone.
Didn't he save my life? Yes. Avestis used that against me.
So now you're on the case.
Used
too.
it against you?
Any
No, he
advice?
said you probably want to find this guy.
Try not to die. We've lost enough inspectores as is.
He's not blackmailing you, he's
Bet on
enticing
that.
you.
Now, I need to read these notes first. Then to the Hall of Bearings for a masquerine. Still have time to accompany an old friend?
Why not?
Alright, I'll read the case notes. Alright, these seem like it's worth reading. Name of subject, Razatov Azarus, 39. Occupation Regenti. Date of report, who cares? Also, who cares? Oh my god. Tomorrow I plan to figure out exactly what's been causing the hairs of my neck to rise. Once I deal with that, I believe it would be a better use for the task at hand. The remnants of Inspector Corvus's body have been found in his personal residence at Dimway. The investigation is pending action. Letter has been sent to Cavalli Fields, summoning former Inspectore Cicero Gavar back to Ombre. The investigation has been handed over to former Inspector. Hey, I was here for this part! Welcome back. Great, cool. Alright. Too much reading.
My brother is missing. At least let me speak to the Valencio.
Your color isn't welcome here.
Wow! Okay. What the fuck's that mean? Oh.
Here. A curious sight indeed.
Probably should have just said blues
Take care
aren't
of
welcome
yourself?
here.
I'm not a child, Tristan.
Really?
Get out.
Guild politics. Alright, I'm curious. 6 guilds are collectively known as Samurai, and they comprise that. They're certainly by no means the only guilds that the city has ever known. They're the only ones that have withstood the wilting test of time, and together with the registry make up all of the masquerade of the city. Fair enough. I mean the uniform color. Yes, I gleaned that. Thank you. Despite their commonality in possessing masquerines, however, the Samurai are rife with disagreement, and the politics, of course, between them are far too convoluted to spell it simply. If I say it's only impossible to bring all the Samurai together into a single room without having them each at each other's throats. And there's a civil war going on, you say, with these guys. The Hall of Bearings.
Inspectore,
At ease.
I was not told to expect you, sir.
I don't suppose you were. But here I am. And I need a masquerine.
Tough. Get me my shit.
This way, sir.
There's a lot of stuff going on, as I'll discover. Yeah.
I do apologize in advance. Our selection of masquerines has diminished since the war began.
So I've heard.
I'm not picky.
That looks like plenty, if you ask me.
Beautiful, isn't it?
I'd like a masquerine now, please.
No comment.
All right. First things first. Your element, sir.
Cyrus? What are you doing?
Sir?
What? I apologize. What was the question?
Your element.
Right. Of course.
I get to pick earth, water, air, and fire. My goodness. How many are needed? Not many. That looked like a lot. We have the gifts to burn and smelt and set aflame pyres for his glory. Okay, well, rather than tell me anything useful, you're just gonna give me this bullshit, huh? And the shape soils... Oh god, it's all part of the same poem! And shape the soils to raise the earth and feed our strengths and fashion our temples, and the seas will roar and clouds will cry, not for broken heart, but to pay obeisance. Obeisance. Respect, I'm gonna assume. And the winds will carry our tale through the lands and the hearts of foes and spread his reign. Earth. Oh, okay, it tells me here. The ubiquity of stone and soil lends itself to favorably earth. Just tell me what it does! Creation of hazard areas in the battlefield, unravel manipulation of the flow of battle. Okay. Those who dance on gales, breeze constantly in motion, armed with abilities, cripple at a distance and attempt to obstruct their currents. I'm only reading the second sentence. One moment a water brand can be bolstering their allies, next summoning spikes of ice. Ew, support class. Firebrands have learned how to draw strength from maelstrom chaos around them. Combine destruction, burning blades, air. Absolutely. Let's just be Aang from Avatar.
An air brand.
Yeah,
And
airbender.
the last time you used a masquerade?
5 years.
Vamus tests?
Distinctions.
Accreditor?
60th percentile.
None of this means anything!
Didn't turn out to be one of the Vegulars.
All right, sir. It'll take me no more than a heartbeat.
I bet if that
You need the
means...
Masquerade, Cicero. You're its custodian, and you're an imposter. Going around with that stupid cape of yours? Have you forgotten where your loyalty lies?
Are you almost done, Valis?
Just finished, sir.
Deferential respect. Yeah, there you go.
Don't
Respect.
know what you've started, brother.
RESPCT.
Change. That's what. Change for the Contadani, our people.
Here it is, sir.
Come with me. Come with me, Cicero.
Nah.
No.
Sir?
Thank you, Valis.
Four skill points. Oh, shit. Sounds important. Oh, am I going to get every one of these eventually? And maybe, like, swap between them? Party behavior. Cast on enemies with an element tag. With lowest health, highest percentage health, lowest threat. Do not use. Strike an enemy with a lightning-imbued blade, dealing 15 base damage and activating elemental tags. Just everyone beat up the guy with the lowest health. Just always do that. 100% of the time. If you're not doing that, you're doing it wrong. At least for now, anyway. I could possibly get them all, depending on stuff. Oh! Oh, right. The skills, of course. View augment trees and party members. Number of remaining skill points for selected parties displayed above. Learn a new skill. Click on the first node of the tree. Upgrade skills. Okay. Dragon ability is selected party. Oh, for God's sakes. Well, honestly, the fact that I can upgrade skills and then put those skills on party members is kind of cool, rather than the party having their own individual skills. Taunt and invigorate. Ow. Lightning blade. I'm guessing taunt. Whenever a non-era elemental tag is activated, target will be forced to attack this row for 3 seconds. Gains 2% focus, health, mass, and regenerate. Oh, that sounds good. That just sounds good. Cost 2. These all cost 2. But this just sounds passive. Yeah, I'm guessing that's passive. Okay. Members get their own skills. Maybe this one up here, but it said I can just drag these to other party members. Dervish. Spins in a cyclone and moves in a line, gaining 40% damage reduction boost. Okay. Whirlwind around the caster. Generates more threat. Caster swap position with enemy or an ally. Swapping will interrupt the target. Could I, like, jump off a building and then do that? Because that would be very funny. Conjures 4 field, sucks enemies within 6 meters for 1 second. Conjures a squirrel that flies towards the enemy. Targeting the next nearest enemy and the previous one. I kind of want to do the squirrel. Why would you choose anything other than the squirrel? Hell yeah. If it's passive or not? So it does. Right you are. Then there's this. Teleports the location, leaving behind tornado. Oh, that's not bad. But you gotta have... I throw squirrels at you! It's like the pigeon wizard from Yakuza, but now it's a squirrel wizard.
And there he is.
Who's this?
Kalden Azarus, mariner of the Sorelle del Mare.
You're Kalden?
You know him?
Yes. No, well, Razatov mentioned that he had a brother before, but he never said very much.
You knew my brother?
Is there a reason why he's here?
I know my brother's missing. Inspector Corvus came to me 2 weeks ago.
All right. Well, I'm sorry.
It's not that, Inspector. I want to help find my brother in any way I can.
You don't know what you're getting yourself into. You haven't heard anything from Corvus because he's dead.
What?
Well.
Listen, Kalden. Sail the winds back to your guild while you can. You don't want this.
You're not a tactful man, are you, Cicero?
Because this is not the business of the Blue Guild. And if any within the White Spires see you with me...
Everyone in the room can see you, too.
All right, then. I suppose all I can ask is that when you find him, please, I'd like to know.
That's just some next of kin shit.
Let him go.
What?
That he isn't.
It's his brother, Cicero.
Yeah, and?
Mariner! I'd like to at least ask you a few questions first.
Of course.
Oh, this'll rub the old man the wrong way.
All the more reason to do it.
Especially
Now
in
that
the
both of
building
you
he's
are
in.
settled, I have business to attend to.
Fair Final Fantasy
Thank
Sid.
you, Valencio.
Hard to beat 7.
Inspector.
Fun little sky pilot.
A few questions does not guarantee you a place in this investigation, Mariner. I'd like to make that clear.
The one from 9 who's,
Clear as
the
the
king.
bell, sir.
He's fun.
Good. Now, we're headed for your brother's office. I'd like to ask you a few things on the way.
Did I gain skill points? Oh no, skill points are part of lore. I understand how a skill point works. Good lord. 4 Sid was weird but helpful. 3 was just an airship, right? The ship was named... Or no, the ship was named Highwind.
When was the last time you saw your brother?
Well,
Memory failing you already?
half a Missouri ago.
2 years. My.
So a Missouri is 4 years. Why can't you just say 2 years?
And the last time you wrote him a letter, then?
We don't write to each other.
Doesn't know how to read. Same. You'll have a
This
swear.
is it.
Same.
His office.
Finally.
Just a moment, Mariner.
Something the matter, Inspector?
Yes, in fact. You.
Why'd you bring him here, then?
You, Razatov's brother, whom I have heard so little from him about, who last saw him 2 years ago, and during those years you never spoke or wrote to him whatsoever. And now you're suddenly concerned.
Correct.
And you ask if there's something the matter.
Inspector, the relationship I have with my brother is complicated, but he is still my brother. And if you doubt my concern for him...
I doubt your honesty. Are you certain you know as little about the cases you claim?
Yes. I assure you, on a mariner's moon, I promise, there is nothing I
It's
want
on
more than to
PS4.
find
It's on
my
Xbox, I imagine it's on PS4.
Let's go in.
I'm playing on PC.
Here, let's see what we can find.
I'm beginning to think I should start looking here.
My brother slept here?
No.
He was the hardest working of all the Regenti. Couldn't quite draw the line between a personal life and a professional one.
We never did have any desire to start a family.
You know, same.
Despite my efforts.
What? What? What do you mean by that? Were you trying to have his kid? What were you doing?
This is his work?
All the cases that he's had to work with before. He likes keeping them in the open. Watch his collection grow.
This case is large and relatively recent. It's about...
You shouldn't...
Cicero Gavar.
Ah.
And this investigation is not.
Well then.
You never mentioned how you knew my brother.
Who are you here for?
I didn't mean to upset you.
Just keep looking.
Alright then. This chest of loose gravel will tell us what we need to know.
I don't see anything out of the ordinary, Inspectore. Are you certain that there's something to be found here?
No, I'm not.
But yet you're searching through coal?
Do you think I'll find anything?
I don't think of a bed of coal when I'm looking for a place to hide things.
Exactly.
That's the
What's
point.
that?
Aha. That was behind the...
If you could, Mariner? When you're ready.
So the coal had nothing to... Okay.
Tides? What is that?
They certainly don't look like they're born of the earth.
Oh, you mean
my
minerals and whatnot.
Fae.
Not alien creatures.
What are you doing?
Why are you back at the coal?
These creatures reacted to something.
You think they've got a thing for coals?
Huh? Yeah, I guess they do.
I think they've got a thing for this.
What is it?
Hopefully someone can tell us. Put the dresser back in place, please. We should...
Huh.
Wonderful.
I've got your backs.
Well, it's just me here, so thanks, I guess. Alright, we gotta see... Go, squirrel, go! And you, water spout, what do you do? Signature attack. Blast an enemy. Oh, yeah, okay. Focus on him. As a maestro, can switch between class stances at will. Okay. Stances grant various pass effects based on each class archetype. Clearly shields, offense, and I'm going to assume balance between the two. Press Z during combat to switch to Cicero stance. Or, you know, click him. Cicero... or... Sicario. Sicario move quicker and deal bonus damage while flanking. Yeah, offense. Paviseri. Generate high threat and suffer less damage in combat. Yeah, defense. And ranged auto attack and regenerate focus rapidly. Ah, I see. Ranged support. Got it. I was too busy reading that and I missed the squirrel. I'll try that again.
That hurt.
Ah.
I can
Defeated
see you
them.
can handle yourself in battle.
I am trained as a Pavissier. My physique didn't really cater for the other Medea.
I can imagine. Hold on.
Found something?
Perhaps it was a good thing those Fae attacked us. That mark that you see over there. The mark of Timerius Candle, a glassmith who works in one of the registry's wards. The Quiet Order.
Our next lead?
Well,
let's go.
He just made a bell jar. I don't really... You can get those anywhere. I don't see how that's a lead per se. Okay, whatever. Hey, he's the investigator, not me, so what do I know? Also, for a man not part of the investigation, he sure is involved in this investigation.
Cicero,
Usha,
I see you've already made some new friends.
part of the investigation.
Ah, so the old man took my advice.
Your advice?
After what happened with Corvus and Ophina, nasty business that was. Anyway, he sought my opinion, and well, here you are.
So you're the one I have to blame. Why weren't you put on the case?
It matters if she
I'm
dies.
too valuable.
See?
Sure.
Where are you off to?
The Quiet Order.
Excellent. We can travel together then.
You too.
Come on. I'll tell you on the way.
So, you told the Vestas to call for me?
It was either that or do it myself. I think the choice was clear.
And the others?
Well, Ophina and Corvus are that, which leaves 5 of us. Darius and Pasha are off in Altamir spying on the Zealots. Riva's down in Rune investigating the murder of one of our diplomats, and you, well, you were farming.
And drinking. Don't forget drinking.
So, Sorelli.
Calvin.
Calvin. You're brave, standing on White Spire soil.
You say it as though there is something I should fear.
Certainly not. Not out here, at least.
They do sure love their classism.
Ah, there you are, sir. I hope everything is well.
It is. Get the coach ready, please. We've got places to go. Mariner, maybe you'd like to follow the twins. Get acquainted?
A rather obedient bunch.
What's this about, Lucia?
What?
Don't tell me you just happened to be in the spire.
Maybe she did.
Well, have I ever told you about the beggar who was too astute for his own good?
Let me guess, he's dead.
He dies at the end of the story.
Called it.
You have. Many times.
The mask runners are getting stronger.
What do you mean?
They've taken over the Quiet Order. That's why I'm headed there.
Since when?
A few weeks ago. 5 years this war's been going on, Cicero, and those worms have only gotten stronger. I need to find out how.
That's why you encouraged Avestus to bring me back? So I could be your resource?
Yes, that's why we're paying you.
I have a case to solve.
Also that.
Cicero, please. You're the only one who...
The Quiet Order, go.
A ride would have been nice.
Probably should have waited to tell him that on the coach
So,
then.
Mariner. Mariner.
Yes?
Are you trying to say something?
Why do they call you that? Do you sail out onto the belt often?
Not anymore.
Oh, well, you used to?
Before I settled down.
Settle down?
I'm in charge of an orphanage now.
Oh, he's Cosma Kiryu!
No, cats and dogs, I'm sure.
Thank you.
I love animals. What?
Eyes on the road, Toths. Elena, please stop bullying your brother.
I like Elena.
Ricardo.
Yes, sir?
Just keep going.
I wonder if there's morality in this game. Like, am I gonna have to choose a side?
Both stay here. I'll come find you when I'm done.
Okay. So we get to see these mask runners now, how the other half lives.
So this is the business you were talking about.
How did you beat us
Lucia
here?
told me about it.
You met her?
Oh.
We've been expecting her. Is she supposed to help us find a way in?
You got a bit of a head start.
She got caught up with a few things. Should be on her way.
And you're here for...
The investigation. There's someone I need to see inside.
I'm afraid that's going to have to wait. We've got Portieri pushing all the walls we can, but the mask runners... I think our men are just getting tired.
How did you lose it in the first place?
The Portieri that managed to get out say that the mask runners just appeared from the streets. Happened too suddenly. They lost the ward overnight.
Well, I'll see you later.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
Suppose you will.
Fucking later. Idiot. There's no morality system? Well, I mean, there might still be other endings, at least.
The longer we wait, the colder our lead.
I'm
Anything
looking
about waiting?
around.
You did.
I said I'd see him later. Nothing about waiting in that.
This is not the way to go. Okay, never mind. People are remarkably calm for a war that's right across the way. And, like, it sounds like a proper bloody civil war, too. Like, they're fighting each other. Not, you know, just politics. Any voices we recognize? Well, the main guy is Matt Mercer. You might have heard of him from everything.
Mariner, you're a strong man, aren't you? If you could give this a little tug?
He points at his dick. Oh, yeah, that worked too.
It wasn't secured.
I wonder why. Come on.
Things I do for you, brother.
You've done things for my brother? Oh no, I see. It's Majima, indeed.
Closed it behind you?
I did. What is going on?
Closed it? You ripped the door? Okay,
Anytime
whatever.
wards have been taken over in the last 50 years, it's been through frontal assaults. Nobody thinks about drains.
Why not? It's so obvious. Am I just gonna be the best at everything because
Another interesting place for mists?
All over the city. This has been an increasingly common sight.
Everywhere.
I enjoy subterfuge.
I'll cover you.
No one ever thinks about the sewers. Like they might, dude. It's a very accessible waterway path here. Yes, okay. Let's see the squirrel in action. I like it. It's an astral squirrel. The blue bar represents Companion's Mask Charge. The Mask Charge is generated passively and consumed to cast skills. Okay, so it's a mana bar. Each class has its own unique way to generate additional Mask Charge. Tanks get it when they suffer damage. My thing, via movement and auto attack. And oh no, yeah, Dirge when they remain stationary. So range should stand still to get their abilities back. Interesting. Nemo O'Brien shows up later, and Felicia Day and Yuri Lowenthal are in this as well. There you go. Spider-Man himself. Squirrel! Excellent.
Tides. What are Fae doing here?
You said this mist was becoming more common?
Only in the last few years, yes.
And Fae, have they been more common as well?
You think they're related?
You don't? It's quite a clear connection. The Fedulous probably have something on this. We can ask when we get back, but for now...
We should keep moving.
NPCs take care of themselves. Well, that's good to know. Ooh.
The exits to the Quiet Order should be that way.
What are they doing?
Whatever it is, we will have to go through them. Are you ready?
As I'll ever be.
That dead guy there bodes confidence. Powerful skills can activate a charge change tides battle. Activate mask. Mass charge must be first expended using skills. Activate masses if mass charge has been expended. Just heal me? That just healed me was all. Well, he died. Good thing permadeath's not a thing, right? Yeah. Oh, I have to revive him. I'll get to it. Defeated the Greater Bolgia. That's an achievement as well. And skill points. Excellent. I can make my squirrels more powerful. Squirrel silences enemies for half a second. Whenever the squirrel attacks, cast recovers 10% of their maximum focus. That's good. Oh, I have to choose one. Oh. 5 bleed damage a second, or inflict vulnerability. Well, I mean, I'd be able to hop. I can probably hop over that one. After squirrel attacks target, splits into 2 weaker ones. Ooh. Like the bleed damage. Yes. It's the element. Not all mask bursts or healing, as I recall. Yeah, that's fair. Besides, the ability to heal myself while, you know, I just ignore the AI is fine. Do you have levels? Whoops. You do. You have 7 skill points. I should spend those. Increase damage reduction by 10 and threat by 20. Oh, absolutely. Mass charge generation. Attack speed. Probably that. Increase damage reduction by 10. That could be good. Got 2 though, so I could get another ability. An Atmos Ring. Sears Wire, rotate around the caster, raising threat. Pass through an ally. Hope Spring. Taunts enemies. That looks powerful. Strong Tide that deals 20 base damage and erupts pillars of water. Oh, that sounds good. Alright, there we go.
Mask Runner.
You were right.
Come on, we're almost there.
What if they try to kill us?
Then we defend ourselves. Simple.
Well, I mean, he does make it sound easy.
What's wrong?
I am not the lightest person around.
You'll be fine. Come on.
It's a metal ladder, my guy.
Please. Come on. Damn it.
Wow. He wasn't kidding. Man is husky.
I told you.
Get him!
Press H to instruct companion to stand ground. Okay. B to open party behavior menu and configure AI of opponents. Okay. Party behavior tab, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay, I understand. I understand how it works.
Brace yourself.
Yep, okay. Alright. Enemy with lowest health, cast an enemy with highest health. Oh, highest threat. Surely, yeah, highest health. And then you. Mask charge threshold. Yes, you probably want... That's 0. You could also disable the AI if you're a mad person. Cast on cluster +1. That's good, because it's an AoE. Use an element tag. Sure. I'll leave you to that. The game seems to like that. I demand squirrel!
I can't keep this up.
With you walking around in all that blue, we don't stand a chance.
What do you...
This one's got wide hips. His trousers should suffice.
Steal his pants!
This shirt isn't even going to cover half my chest.
Point?
Oh, fine.
Impressive tattoo. Hadn't thought you'd be the type.
Yeah. Thanks.
We gonna see the tattoo, or?
Are you here to investigate me or my brother?
Come on.
Let me see the damn tattoo. He doesn't have a tattoo. What do you mean? The fuck are you talking about, game? How dare you? Look at that. No tattoo on him.
They must have heard us from here.
There's enough food to last them weeks.
An outpost.
See what you can find.
I don't understand all of the wards. Why this one? I heard it all I heard all it has are softies, and it isn't defensible, and it's so close to that damned white spire. Why here? Of course I asked. They said the Herald wanted this place specifically. I don't know why I asked, but Matteo couldn't tell me. I don't know enough about the Herald to guess either. I just know the Herald wanted this ward real bad.
Anything interesting?
Whoever wrote this talks about a figure called the Herald.
Maybe his name is Herald.
Wait for the Herald's command, nothing else.
Herald?
I don't know. I've never heard of him before.
Then he must be new.
Or I might not be as knowledgeable about the Masqueraders as everyone in this damn city seems to think. There doesn't seem to be anything left for us.
I mean, there's a bunch of food and resources. Those are probably... I'm gonna bet there's people in the city that would appreciate distribution of food and wine. Help with your image of being the good guys, right? Squirrel! I love that one of my abilities is just slow. Yeah, what do you think about Squirrel? I should name the squirrel. Chat, help me out. What's a good name for a squirrel that I summon out of my back pocket and beats up people for me?
Is that?
A masquerine? Ages. I must have missed it under all this filth.
Could be a pun. I encourage it.
We'll have to find an Artigiani and Fabra.
Scott Steiner? That's a terrible name for a squirrel.
Can't be seen
Come on now.
around with it like this.
You intend on keeping it?
Well, I won't tell the registry as long as you don't.
All right, then.
So we found a blank mask, I think they said? Alright, yeah, let me... What is this? It's not been or it needs to be decorated. This one, yeah. It needs to be decorated. Okay, so... According to this, there's 5 masks. The one they gave us, this one for story reasons, who knows where the other 3 are. I can customize them to do different shit and swap them out, is my guess on how this is going to work. Which would make sense. But that just also sounds like more fiddly things.
Had better hold.
Rather just have a diverse party and cover that way.
All right, we're in.
Sir Nuttykins.
Now we look for our glassmith. We should start with the central marketplace. I think it's through that corridor.
I do like Sir Nuttykins. But on the condition that when I get the upgrade where he splits into 2, the 2 squirrels become the Nutellas. Sir Nuttykins and his Nutellas.
Color-coded?
Green for produce, red for smithing, teal for leatherwork.
And glassware?
Yellow.
Well, our disguises fit us in, certainly. Seems like a good point to explain. When you find a raw mask and decorate, they'll offer various benefits if equipped. Okay, but I can't decorate it. That's not an option available to me at this point.
Looks like our glassmith's taken off.
Hopefully he left something for us to find.
What are you thinking of?
Orders, receipts, anything that might flesh out his connection with Raz.
Yo, he knows Rasputin, the protagonist of Psychonauts?
I found something.
What is it?
An order for 100 glass bell jars.
Who signed it?
Raz himself. His signature is... Hey! Fine day, fellas.
Hello!
Aren't you supposed to be... the gate?
Damn.
Yo, she got like a jester mask.
Indeed. We should hurry. The order he placed for the jars was supposed to be delivered to a house up that street.
Oh, we'll be right there. Gotta stomp on some imperialists or whatever the hell we're talking about. Be patient. Ark, you're the one telling me
Something must have
decorate the
happened at
masks.
We should
It's like
keep
I can't
moving.
even do that yet. You don't need to explain the mechanic before the game even lets me experience it myself. I get that you're eager for me to, you know, not miss anything and be caught up on something that's fairly obvious to you, but, you know, let me play the game. If I miss something, feel free to chime in, but, you know, if it hasn't even shown up yet, you can keep it to yourself.
Marco? Marco, we're supposed to be...
Polo.
Get them!
Now, why would you think I'm Marco? Clearly, I'm just a man who has clothes that look like Marco's. But clearly, I'm not Marco. So, you know, let's go, Sir Nutty Kittens. Yeah, this is, using Marco's uniform. Oh, so all the uniforms are just assigned to different people? That's silly. Or assigned to one person? That's silly. Yo, that bleed damage actually stacks pretty great.
We don't have time. Come on.
His health bar melted as soon as Sir Nuttykin started attacking him. This combat is not exactly the same, but very similar to Pillars of Eternity, if anyone's ever played that. Which, I didn't mind the combat in Pillars of Eternity. It's that same thing where, yeah, it's real time, although Pillars of Eternity, you absolutely need to pause constantly. This one, it feels, at least in the beginning, forgiving enough that I don't need to be concerned with the pause. I'm sure this is cranberry juice slathered on the wall right here. And nothing else. You did play it a long time ago? Yeah.
More searching, less cursing, Mariner.
It is, it's an older game at this point.
So here lies our shipment.
But what was he using them for?
It had something to do with that Fae in his office, definitely. Other than that, though...
Oh, that's a great sign.
Woundsbane. My mother's favorite.
Oh?
It's a natural disinfectant. She applied it a lot when I was a child.
So, you're one of those kids.
You don't want to hear the stories. Fistfights are a dozen a week.
You and who?
Well, mostly with... I don't know. People. Forget it.
We've all been there. You're out in a bike or a scooter or whatever, you fall and scrape a knee. Out comes the alcohol pad, and boy does it sting like a motherfucker.
Shredded paper. They're all clean, too.
Beats an infection, though.
Just like what the Fae were made of back in his office.
Wonder how it holds up. It's one of those I always meant to do a second playthrough of, but never got around to it. I'm sure Pillars of Eternity 2 is the better experience at this point, because it's, you know, more polished.
There.
But that one I never did get around to playing. I think I started it, but it just didn't hook me the same way.
The blood.
Yeah? It's blood on a spooky symbol. Never a good sign.
There's blood elsewhere as well.
Yeah?
Well, look at the pattern. That blood was dripped, not spattered or spilt like the rest.
What do you say?
This blood here, in this circle, it was shed deliberately. The only question is what for?
Well, there's candles around it and an open book or three, so... And it's just a bad scene all around.
What are you doing?
You're a decent healer, aren't you, Mariner?
I'd like to think so. What? Tides? What?
Apparently, if you are going to do something
Don't
like
mend
that,
it yet.
the palm
What
is
are
the
you
place to
testing,
do it.
Spatore?
Palm
Mariner,
skin heals very
that'll be a
quickly.
good time. My palm, Mariner.
Did we just...
Heal me, Calden.
Although, do it on the non-dominant hand for obvious reasons. Squirrel, get him! Sorry. Sir Nuttykins, get him! Oh man, the recharge on Sir Nuttykins is not kind. 2 skill points! Hell yeah.
I can't believe it. We just summoned Faye. No one else in the entire city knows how to, do they?
Apparently it's just this symbol in blood.
It doesn't make sense.
What?
The blood. Too much spilt in too many directions. There was a fight. People.
I'm not sure that...
A fight in a place like this? Coincidence? Highly unlikely. There was a purpose behind this bloodshed.
What?
Unlikely to kill. To capture, then. Incapacitate.
OG Max Payne doesn't hold up. Well, it's a good thing they're remaking it then, right?
And left this place standing.
Besides, its innovation was the bullet time thing.
Why? Why would they do that?
I'm willing to bet bullet time holds up, but the rest of it less so. Well, that's not good.
All right, Renia.
Is that a bloody child? Hey, what's up?
Don't. Your child is wounded.
Don't listen to him, Renia.
The Mariner is a healer. It may not be too
Yeah,
late.
we're cool.
Please.
We don't care.
Masquerade off. I'm not asking again.
Well, you didn't
Olaf,
ask
please.
the first time. It was more of
If
a
he meant to kill us, we would
command.
not be standing.
Answer my questions and the Mariner will tend to the child.
Anything, please.
When you claimed this ward, was there a man who owned this house?
We saw the Herald leave here carrying a body. It's how I thought it was empty.
Was he alive?
He was struggling when I saw it.
Then they have him.
Calden, tend to the child. Who is this Herald?
Our leader, who speaks on behalf of the lady.
His name is Harold.
Lady?
It's pretty convenient.
She's lost much blood, but she will survive.
It's actually why he's Harold.
Thank you. Lady bless you. Thank you.
Who is this lady?
Locked. Move aside.
Portieri! Calden, cover their necks in the blood.
What?
Do it!
Yeah, make it look like they're dead.
Get down.
Inspetore. Senencia Vitris, sir. I see the old Cicero Gavar has not forgotten how to defend himself.
Also, did you kill a baby?
We were given orders to bring you to the Valencio, sir. I'll await you outside.
Gafar. Thank you.
Palm skin does heal well, yeah. The skin on the palm, apparently, it's useful stuff. It doesn't get sunburned, it heals well. It's much tougher than the rest of your skin. If you happen to get like poison ivy or poison oak or something, it goes around your hand. You never really get it on the palm per se. You get it where your hand then rubs. Useful stuff. You might think, how come it's not on the rest of our body and just on hands and feet? And that's because it takes a lot of calories to produce. And the human body's not quite smart enough to realize that if we, distributed and intook more calories, we'd have better, more defensive skin all over our bodies, and instead we have nice, soft, fleshy things called limbs. Anyway, more skill points, eh? How about that better squirrel? Oh, I need one more for the better squirrel. The squirrel mob. The squab, if you will. Oh yeah, what about our friend here, the Mariner? God damn. It's a bit of a delay swapping over. What's your passives? Damage reduction by 10. I mean, that's just good. That's just a good skill to have. Increase focus generation. Increase maximum focus by 50. Alright then.
Senencia, just a quick word. How did you get in?
After you left, the Valencio ordered a couple of us to follow you. He knew you'd turn up something.
Damn it, Tristan.
Tristan, you son of a bitch! Oh. Well, crap. Squirrels, get him! I appreciate that I start paused. That way, you know, I can take a minute, pick my squirrels, and open with that. We going this way, I guess? Or... No? Okay. We're going this way, I guess. Squirrels, get him! Squirrel. You're a brave man, Sir Nuttykins.
In the marketplace.
Well, I appreciate the style at the very least. The combat's fine. It's not offensive. It's not great, but it's fine. The style is really what's carrying it right now. It's a very stylish game. And I mean, the story's interesting enough. They kind of throw you right into it, but, you know, it's alright. Squirrels, go! I also get to scream squirrels, go, and have squirrels attack people, so that's gotta be worth at least a few points, right? It's not every game I get to play where I have an attack squirrel. Dude's about to get destroyed. The squirrel saved him. Well, killed him, saved everyone else. All part of the plan. Yo, more skill points? Finally. I'm hour and a half into this stream and I have upgraded squirrels. This game's alright. Increase damage by 10% when there are no allies within 4 meters. All allies in combat gain 5% damage reduction. I'm assuming that means they take 5% less damage. And that's just good. Then there's you. Whenever non-elemental tag is activated, target will be forced to attack. Yeah, I don't want them drawn to me. Whenever air tag is activated, he recovers 20% of his maximum focus for his mask charge. Oh, that could be good, actually. Better defense for everyone, surely, is the way to go here.
Valencio.
How are the other sections?
Majority have returned successful. Minimal casualties.
The Herald?
No sign. However, we do expect to wrest full control of the ward within the hour.
You followed me without my consent.
Sinencia, you're dismissed. It is good to see you as well, Cicero.
You used me.
Cicero, please.
I mean, they're paying you to do a job. What do you...
Why do you think I didn't tell you? I am sorry. I truly am. But if I had asked you to help us find another way in, you wouldn't have.
So you acted behind my back? Used me to kill my brother's people?
Okay, I get why he's a little annoyed now.
Killed so many of ours. This sends a message, Cicero. A message that could potentially end the war.
At what cost?
I am not made of stone. I have a heart. But it goes out to my kin and blood before their murderers. And if performing my duties requires me to step over your ideals, I am sorry. I know you see your brother in them. I understand.
Did they really need me to come in and be like, let's go in the sewers? There wasn't a single person in this entire army that's like, what if we just went around through the sewers?
I know it may not mean much, but I am sorry.
But you would do it again.
Yes.
Well, he's honest. I'll give him that. Combat's not the greatest by a long shot, it's not the worst. Ooh, what's the worst combat I've ever seen in a game? Or played in a game, I guess.
We'll be here if you need us, sir.
Oh, well.
Thank you.
Actually, I realized I forgot to upgrade my boy. We should have... Ooh, we have 4. Hell yeah, let's go. Probably want to boost what I already have. 20 mask charge. 1. There's 1 as well. Let's receive a water tag. Hey, alright. Or do I want them to be more defensive? I like the idea that they stop things in their tracks. He's casting by 40%. Ooh. A 40% bigger shield that projectiles don't come through. I like it. I like it. Worst combat might be, it's not Dino Crisis. I think it's a Jurassic Park game, from, like, back in the day. It's the one where you're meant to look down at your chest, and obviously they wanted, you know, the ability to look down at your chest and see titties. But you see, like, a heart tattoo, and the more empty the heart tattoo gets, the lower health you have. The controls of that game are so bad, it inspired Octodad and Hand Simulator. Or not Hand Simulator, but like Surgeon Simulator. It inspired Surgeon Simulator and Octodad. The controls in that game are so dog shit. But like unironically, it's just that bad in general.
I'm sorry about what happened.
OG Witcher? I've never played it. I've only played 2 and 3.
You're here to
Dead
find your
Aim.
brother, not deal with my demons.
Dead Aim's
If you
combat's
need help,
okay. It's the story and characters that are
I knew
bad.
what I was in for when I returned.
Then why did you?
Did you know Avestis promised me enough crescents to last a lifetime if I came back?
He's offering you bread? You idiot. Oh.
Come
Crescents. I heard croissants.
We should speak with Kyrie.
I see. Yo, Kyrie's in this game? Hayden Panettiere? Crazy. Can I suggest Dead Aim? If you want. It's PS2, right? So I can emulate that fairly easily.
We need to find out what Razatov was doing with the Fae. If anyone could tell us more.
It would be the head researcher of the registry.
This is for you, sir.
What is this?
A set of uniform. The Varone wishes for you to change into them, then meet him in the reception hall. We've a room for your privacy just over there.
You are dressed like a peasant.
Dismissed.
So, you know.
Just a moment.
I'll be here.
Our buddy is cool, at least. I like the buddy.
It fits.
Even the smarmy, sarcastic guy.
Why?
Well, forget it. Now come on, Avestis.
Listen,
the dude who followed us and
I
let
can
us
see that
sneak
the
attack.
search for my brother has brought you to dark places.
I hope you know I'm not doing this for you.
I never thought you were, but I'd like to aid you where I can.
Ah, we're on the same page then. You can start by not asking so many questions. Now, hurry along.
Why do you hate it?
What did I just say?
Please, Mariner.
Yeah, the modern Rambo. I forgot about that game.
Because this symbolizes everything about me that my brother would disapprove of.
Combat is a generous term for what that game is doing.
Satisfied?
Quite.
You'd better be. Now come along.
It's a shitty rail shooter. Yeah. It'd be a bad light gun game. As is, it's a fully priced console game, or was, I guess.
Comfortable.
It had DLC that I don't think ever, like... It was off, like... It was taken down from digital stores like a week after the DLC came out. I don't know if anyone actually bought the damn DLC. You can get the physical game, but you're not getting the DLC. It's gone forever.
Tragic circumstances, truly.
Certainly. And it is the responsibility of the Samora to offer support where we can.
I think
And
that's
the Legacy is ever so grateful.
I'm blanking on his name, but he's in a bunch of shit.
And there he is.
Prominently,
Judge
he's
Master,
Lee from The Walking Dead Season 1.
I apologize if I've interrupted something.
I think.
Not at all, Inspectore. In fact, I was hoping to see you personally to deliver the news.
Should I be frightened?
Inspectore, meet Tiziana de Felice, one of my finest marshals.
Sounds like you sneezed her name out.
The moment I heard you'd return, I understood that the White Spire must have been on hot coals.
Yes.
And the Judge Master was ever so generous to lend the Lucas strength to our cause.
In what fashion?
The Marshal will be assisting us in the investigation.
You've told her about it?
Of course. For the sake of our kin, we must set aside our differences, Cicero. But my words are wasted. I can see that you already understand.
So the Sorelli is part of the investigation as well?
I'm just here to... As Razatov's brother, of course. As I said, finding him is reason enough to overlook the schism between the Samora and the Registry.
That is good to hear. I will admit that I am pleased. Surprised, but pleased, that the pride many scorn the Registry for having has not clouded your judgment.
And I say gratefully the same. That the fallacious arrogance of the Luca hasn't stopped you from stooping to assist us.
Well, if that is all, I'd like a final word with my marshal before she joins you.
Just being petty bitches at each other. I kind of love it.
Stay here.
If RPGs aren't allowed, but Final Fantasy spin-off games are, certainly are, as long as they're not RPGs. Thinking tactics. Jekyll and Hyde combat. Yeah, that one's famously bad. Also, yeah, RPGs are fine as long as they aren't ridiculously long. For example, Earthbound. That's an RPG. Would love to play that. It's not too long and it's very fun. Mystic Quest. Never heard of it.
I never liked politics.
Cunning bastard.
What are they talking about?
How best to spy on us, I'm sure.
In front of you?
Did Fabio tell the Crown about this meeting?
And share the opportunity to get the upper hand? I doubt it.
Then he's cornered you, hasn't he? If you turn down his offer for help, he'll have reason to bring it up to the Crown.
Citing my dissidence as reason for suspicion that I'm hiding something.
They'll conduct an investigation.
And they'll find out about Razatov and what he's working on.
Just what you want to avoid.
And if I do accept his help...
Then you'll have a spy among your ranks. But, given the choice between one rat from the Luca or the attention of the Crown...
He knows that I will not act against him.
Unbelievable. Any plans on dealing with this?
Other than keeping her out of the loop as much as possible. Perhaps an accident.
Lay a finger on her and a dozen more of the Golden Guild will be nipping at our heels. You know that.
I've always wondered how different things might have been if I'd made you a Regenti.
Gesundheit.
I may hate the beat of the city's politics, but it doesn't mean that I don't know how to dance to it.
Really? Because I don't think dragging along extra colors is in any way politically astute.
The Mariner is hiding something, and it might be connected to his brother's disappearance. You brought me back to do a job. Let me do it.
Earthbound, you mean Mother 2? Yeah, Earthbound.
I apologize for the delay.
It's on the list of things
Tiziana
I'll add
is ready to
eventually.
assist whenever you are.
That would be now. We're on the way to meet the head Vigilus. Marshal, shall we?
Mother 1 wasn't localized except like in
Would you care for a walk, Judge Master?
15, 16 on the Wii U's shop?
Of interest.
And no one gave a shit.
Oh,
Also,
sounds
Nintendo didn't tell
magnificent.
anyone they did that. And Mother 3 has never been localized, so as far as I'm concerned, it's Earthbound. So we have a new party member.
So, Marshal.
Indeed.
How much of the case have you been briefed about exactly?
Enough.
You have no questions that you'd like answered?
Inspectore, if you're attempting to goad out of me the extent of my knowledge about this case so that you can use it against me, I suggest you try a different tack.
Why would I be able to use this case against you? Is there something you're hiding that this case would have against you? I just want to know how much I need to fucking fill you in. Ya bitch.
So let me get this straight, Marshal. You believe that I'm out to con you?
I do not dance the dance of politics, so I will be straightforward with you. Yes. You being called back is a sign that secrets are being stirred. I know you're keeping something from me, as the registry is keeping something from my guild, and I'm here to find out.
Oh, I can tell you that.
Is that
People
straight
on this
enough
job
for
before
you,
me are
Inspector?
dying, and they don't give a shit about me, so they gave it to me.
So you're here to spy on us?
You've never dipped your fingers in the pool of politics, have you?
Too bloody for my tastes.
Well, the Inspectore knows what's going on as well as I do, and that's all that matters. Now, if we're done wasting time...
Well, she's no nonsense. Final Fantasy 1, absolutely not. I would prefer RPG, if they are shorter, RPGs that have been made like in the last 15 years or so that, you know, people knew what they were doing.
The registry's always so stiff about sharing.
Just remember, we're here for Kyrie, not for sightseeing.
Of course.
Final Fantasy 1's a broken mess. It doesn't have doesn't it have a stat that does nothing in that game? Not even that, like, it's a bug, because the bug would suggest that it was programmed wrong. I think it's like wisdom or something. Wisdom literally is just a number. There's no benefit to wisdom. The Pixel remaster, of course. Yes, indeed. Don't have me play long RPGs with basically no talking. Let me play a game where I can, like, hit things with sticks by hitting X and a stick gets swung, or I can aim down the sight of a gun. Let me play fun, exciting games.
Trouble?
The silence is too deep here. Usually there are...
Watch yourselves!
Get them! I've got your backs.
Well, you're weirdly hostile towards me. What do you say to these squirrels? Sir Nuttykins and his Nutellas. Damn, the squirrels are good. Especially if there's only one or two. It improved it. Did it add a bunch of dialogue and completely remove the bit where I have to stand around just mashing A against things and let me, you know, play a game that's fun?
What are you doing?
It is customary for portieri to stitch insignias of some sort. These have none, and they are poorly fitted.
What is it?
Nothing, just a thought.
A thought?
Yes, I have them frequently.
Inspectore, allow me to make something clear to you. There are two ways that this can go. The first, if you pay me with respect and honesty regarding the case, I will offer my full assistance. And as I have just demonstrated, I can be useful.
Do I want to hear the second?
If you attempt to blind me with lies and fabrications, I can make this investigation very difficult for you, as I have also just proven.
You say that, but only one of us has squirrels.
I'm presenting options.
I'm just saying.
Fabio put you up to this, didn't he?
On the contrary, the Judge Master would be especially displeased, I imagine, with my forthrightness.
Yet you are unashamed to admit it.
The veils of deception set aflame, to the mask of lies do the same.
A song?
The Bright Chorus. It had once been the moral compass for the Luca. That was a verse from it. No one sings them anymore.
Make your choice, Inspectore. The wick of time is ever burning.
I suspect these are mask runners.
Why?
Just before this, we found evidence that has led us to believe that they have taken Razatov captive.
What would they want with him?
He was creating Fae.
What?
don't know why or how he knows how to, but he was. And now the Maskrunners have him.
You believe they're after the head Vegelus as well?
If she knows about this, then perhaps.
I see. You chose well, Inspectore.
Don't make me regret it. Now come on. If those men were guarding the entrance, Clary's still somewhere here.
Well, all right then. Yeah, I don't think... First of all, people always overreact. Remember when, like, oh no, Xbox said, we're gonna announce something, and then people are like, they're gonna stop making consoles. And I'm like, that's absolutely not what they're gonna do. That would be insane. And then, hey, guess what didn't happen? Shocker. But no, more to the point, the games market isn't going to crash, certainly not like it did back in the day, for two huge reasons. One, it's a much bigger market now, and that is a much harder thing to crash. Depending on how... It can be a much harder thing to crash. In this case, it is. Partly because, and entirely because of the second reason. There's just so many different options. The AAA market might crash because they're producing crap that people don't want to play, like live service things. But the indie market isn't going anywhere. There wasn't an indie market back in the day. There is now. When people get sick and tired of AAA formula bullshit games, they go to the indie games. Or, you know, they go looking for other things. Dark Souls thrived as well as it did because it was so different in a sea of the same shit back in 2011 and 2012. Yeah, Yakuza's had a huge boom. It's unlike anything else in this AAA market. I don't see any reason to think the games industry is going to crash. Certain areas of it might crash, but it's too big and varied for it entirely to crash. That's just not plausible. I would prefer none of it to crash, but I would also prefer them to, you know, make fun, good games that are enjoyable to play and not live service bullshit. But what do I know? I'm just the consumer. Get him, squirrel! Sir Nuttykins destroyed that man. She does have a flaming sword, which is pretty badass. Do you have skill points you can use? You have 9. Oh shit. Now, what's your passive? Increased damage reduction. Oh yeah, that's a good thing. Increased mass charge. Attack speed. Attack speed's good. What do you currently have? Check. Fire damage. Activates elemental tags. Conjures flaming shield. Okay. Get better spokesperson than Jeff Keighley. Jeff Keighley's not the worst choice, but he sure can put his foot in his mouth. In the long shot, the video game industry has grown and stable enough in its entirety. Too big to grow tits up. Areas you might have said, but not all of it. No, certainly. Like, the live service industry is absolutely dying. They had to remake the Justice League game, or kill the Justice League, excuse me, Suicide Squad, like 3 or 4 times before they finally shoved it out the door to its untimely death. Launching a set of shields sounds pretty fucking rad, actually. That's good. And I have 2 more. You. 2 fireballs rotate around the caster. Oh, that's actually really good. It'll protect you. Well, that's that. We have anyone else with skill points? No. Okay, cool. It could be a good spokesperson for gaming. That is a tough one. You'd need like an insider who knows the industry, but that like it would need to be a celebrity who like already knows gaming to an extent. So gaming is still very much seen as like kind of just a hobby for the nerds, or, you know, a childish pastime. There's very few celebrities within the gaming sphere that are, like, you know, universally recognized. You know, like, the voice actors are all over the fucking gaff, and, you know, with Critical Role and other, Geek and Sundry products, you know, they're plenty famous, but, nah, it needs to be an industry insider, too. It can't just be a celebrity. Like, I would say Will Wheaton, he's got some chops. If he could get Reggie back out of retirement, he'd be a great spokesman.
Cost one of them his life already. You don't want another on your hands.
Maybe not a vice president like he was, but a spokesman. Reggie would be great.
Now, let me
People love that guy.
call numbers again. And this time, I don't expect you to say that they don't exist, all right?
Yes.
The first, DF328D439KL3.
You expect her to just know these? I don't know who Negoshi is off the top of my head.
PG6, the third. DP903.
What is going on, Cicero?
They're looking for specific books. Rezatov must have had something to do with this.
Well, best to act while we have the element of surprise.
The other problem is, a lot of celebrities in the gaming sphere are themselves game developers, and they don't want to be spokesmen, they want to be developers, which makes, I would say, Hideo Kojima would be a good spokesman, but he's never going to be. I would rather him be a developer than a spokesman. Gravity Yakuza. Oh, he's long retired. No, he doesn't have the clout is the problem. In Japan, I'm sure he would have clout, but, you know, if you want an internationally recognizable spokesman, it can't be someone that only one country knows. Honestly, I don't know if he's doing anything these days, and he was only a musician. If Xbox said, we've partnered with Grant Kirkhope, and he's here to sell you some games, I'd be like, oh shit, Grant Kirkhope, alright, cool. And if you don't know, he's the guy that did the music for Banjo-Kazooie and a bunch of other Rare games. Get him, squirrels! Oh, the squirrels got eaten by the typhoon. Damn
I
it.
told you. You chose well.
Unbind the Vegelis. Calden, see if they need healing.
Ages. Thank you, Cicero.
Are you hurt?
I'm fine. What are you doing here?
Actually, we were here for answers, but it seems that all we found are questions instead. He was asking you about books?
If only he just asked. Capturing all my Vegelis like this, a tad over-dramatic, I'd say.
You're awfully calm for someone whose colleague is dead.
I don't know. I do remember their call numbers, though.
We should get them ourselves then. See if...
Are those?
Looks like someone needs squirrels in their life. There we go.
I knew the Fae problem was bad, but even here...
It's related to why we came to find you, actually.
The Fae?
This is not the first of its kind that I've encountered. And I have a theory as to how and where they're spawning.
I'm all ears.
One thing at a time. I'll tell you what we've learned about the Fae after we get the books, if that's all right with you.
As much as I'd like to know now, I suppose my curiosity can wait. I can bring you to the books they were looking for, but they took all our Masquerades, tossed them to the lower levels. If there are more Fae out there...
We'll handle them.
So you can just remove
The
masquerades
wounded have been healed.
And they're all cut loose.
from other people.
Then let's go. We'll find the books and clear a way for the Vigilus as well.
Seems like that's the way to go. Just have a long-range hand, rip it off people. What's his name? Microsoft could also have, if they said we've got a new spokesman, I think it's the Gears of War guy is Cliff Bleszinski? He'd be a good spokesman. Remove masks of other people. Yeah, it seems like then before you kill somebody with a mask on.
Two books are
Tim Schafer would be... Yeah, I can see Nintendo would never hire him because, you know... That would be... Nintendo is Nintendo. But, like, if Sony or Microsoft said, we've got Tim Schafer being the spokesman for our games, I'd be like, oh, yeah. Tim Schafer's got clout. Nintendo might hire Jack Black, though. He's done a lot of good games. It's true. He also did The Cave, but we can forgive him for that. Oh, and The Dig, but we can forgive him for that too.
It is. It's a compilation of folktales that we believe the Dementicati had once told.
That is incredibly thick.
Thank you. I'm flattered.
We'll have time to
oh,
figure
you
it
meant
out
the...
later. We should
Never
get
mind.
the other two.
Isn't a company it would be gaming in general? Well, no, that's the problem. See, gaming is such a widespread and diverse market, you can't just have one person represent all of gaming. That'd be like, what? Let's have one person represent all of movies or every TV show that's ever been made. That's just not how that works. They don't have a Mr. TV running around who knows everything about TV, and when you see him, you go, oh yeah, I loved him on The Love Boat, Murder CSI, The Price is Right, and 60 Minutes. He was great in all of those things that are completely unrelated from each other. That's just absolutely out of the question.
I've got your backs.
Then again, I mean, Charles Martinet's not doing anything these days. You can probably talk him into it. Remember The Love Boat? I just picked random shows. I don't know why Love Boat was the first thing that popped in my head. She's doing fine. Squirrel, get that book. Oh, I assumed there would be a cutscene. My bad.
All right. Are we near it?
It's right here.
Oh, so yes.
This is a book about Dementicati history. It chronicles the Empire's expansion of territory.
History and folklore. All right, so clearly there's something in our past they're interested in. Yeah.
But why?
We'll get the last one, and hopefully we'll find our answers.
Episodes of Kevin Nash and Goldberg.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'll do it. I was wondering why it wouldn't let me go upstairs. It's a loading screen. Well, that makes sense. But yeah, no, if you're gonna have a spokesman, it needs to be, at most, it can be like for one of the big three, Nintendo, Microsoft, or Sony. Companies can have a spokesman. I mean, fuck, Gearbox basically has Randy Pitchford, and you couldn't ask for a better one.
Watch your flank.
But, that was a boss. The triplets. Great. Bad B. Or Bad B. Not a great name, is it? But, yeah, all of gaming, that's just never gonna happen. Mark Kearney. Again, you know, Charles Martinet's not doing anything. He probably wouldn't mind being declared, you know, the king of all video games. Can you, like, just start attacking? Thank you. I kept clicking on it, and he just wasn't doing anything.
I can take it. Keep this up.
Oh, they're healing? Are you fucking serious? God damn it.
Into the light once again.
Wake up. A welcome sight you are.
Is it going to improve my odds? No, the game has a rather annoying habit of...
I hope so.
I certainly hope your
I'll use an ability on an enemy, and then he just stands there, and I'm like, I'd like you to start auto-attacking, please.
I recognized its spine while you were fighting.
I also like how I spent the entire first part of this game talking about how I don't like the combat, and then you're saying you're doing the combat wrong. I'm bad at it! What do you want from me?
If it's your plan to go through each...
I don't think we have any other choice.
Even with a pair of eyes on each volume, it'll take you at least a week to get through them.
Worse still, we don't even know what we're looking for.
Hold on. I need a moment to think.
Well, clearly they're looking for something historic.
By myself, please.
Okay, well then. Suda 5-1, he's running his own game company.
Something. Yes. Right. Power, creating power, using it to expand. Anything that smacks of strength or supremacy.
Inspetore.
I said I'd like to be alone, Marshal.
Are you all right?
I will be if you give me a second.
All right. I'll see you with the others then.
You have the right stance, you believe you can have an auto attack. I have no idea what you just said. I think the stances are like if I'm a tank, ranged, or
yes,
DPS.
You have an idea on how to get us through the tomes, then?
I do, in fact. Follow me.
Which, it just auto-picked one when I chose my mask, so I don't know why that would matter in any way.
Cicero, why are you keeping them here? They're agitated enough about what happened.
Just a moment, Kyrie, please.
Oh, that's Kyrie.
I apologize for the delay. I understand how uncomfortable it must be standing here, but there is a final request that I have for you. I am looking for information within this book, as well as within the two my colleagues are carrying. I do not have the luxury of time to sift through its contents, and I implore you to lend me your assistance for just a few moments.
Your
in this
big,
endeavor.
bold plan was to ask for help?
But that doesn't mean they can cover 1,000 pages in one...
Inspetore!
Take it. Books can be repaired, rewritten. Time cannot. Mariner? Marshal? Perhaps you'd like to cover your eyes, Kyrie. And maybe your ears.
How is destroying the books gonna make this faster?
Now, you're searching for anything that hints at great power. Undefeated leaders, huge swaths of land claimed, rebellions quelled in a day.
Inspectore, I think I found something.
Go on.
I'm looking at a timeline of the Dementicate's history of expansion. There was a specific point in time after which they began furiously claiming land.
And what point is that?
It's referred to as Aechian Thun, of the year of Noir.
Good. Everyone else, keep that in mind.
He's just making up words at this point.
Yes?
It's a religious text about some godsend that the Dementicate was supposedly blessed with.
Go on.
They're referred to here as the knife, the seed, and the heart.
They're here as well. Says that they changed the very face of the Mentacate society, allowed them to start winning wars.
It would fit the timeline.
Excellent. The knife, the heart, and the seed. Remember those names.
Something more, sir. From a story. It's about where they came from. These were flesh of the god himself, from the marrow of our father's bone. They were presented to us in steepled fingers of stone.
Good, good. Now, does anyone have anything on what exactly they were? How they functioned, what they did? It was worth a try. Is there anything else anyone deems important? I suppose that's
okay.
it.
Well, then.
Thank you all.
Really
for
thought
your
someone would
cooperation.
chime in.
You're quite free to leave when you're ready.
That was a smart move, Inspectore. Disrespectful to paper hearts, but smart.
Desperation breeds innovation.
And your search criteria were conveniently accurate.
A hunch. If mask runners were searching for something, what else would it be but power?
Masks!
So,
Which
now
I guess mean power. So.
Recollection. The mask runners knew about the numbers certainly from Razatov.
Razatov?
They have him. Captured him. For what I now suspect to be his research.
The knife, seed, and heart.
What do they do, exactly? All we
Well, a knife
understand
cuts
is that they were
things.
the key to the Dementicate's power.
You have a
How?
sword. Picture a smaller
I'm sure
version
we'll
of
soon
that.
Find out. If the mask runners have captured Razatov and are now looking for books that involve them,
they're after the artifacts.
and so are we. It's our best bet at finding Razatov.
Then we have to beat them to it.
We can start by paying the Cleaver a visit.
I don't recognize the name.
In steepled fingers of stone. There is only one place that is conjured from that imagery. A set of ruins in Cacciatore territory called the Cleaver.
But that quote was from a story.
And if you have stronger leads, Mariner, I suggest you lay them out, please.
You're right. I apologize.
Got a point.
Now, if that's all...
One last thing, Cicero.
Ah, yes, the Fae. Of course. I'll meet you at the coach. Right. So, about the Fae. I have a theory that they're related to the Mists, and summoning them requires a ritual of some sort that involves blood and loose articles. Papers, books, anything that can be used as a physical building block for a form.
Ah, dirt from Minecraft. Understood. So, they gave us a bunch of skill points. Let me check if there is gameplay. Pause combat start is good. I like that. Cast instantly, no confirmation. Yeah, I'd prefer... I guess, can I set his behavior? Party behavior. So yes, I suppose if I have that on, he just does it for me, right? Or no, that disables AI controls. Ah, that's the opposite of what I want. Yeah, no, I think if you have them selected, they just stand still and wait for your input. They don't just start auto-attacking, which is annoying. The no confirmation thing on, it'll speed things up. I suppose. I might misclick, but yeah, let's speed things up. Yeah, the rest of it wouldn't be in here. Anyway, 3 skill points. What do you do? Changes stance. He gains 20% damage boost. Oh. Yeah, the stances are the... Oh. I'm not in a combat menu, but the stances are, the things along the side. It's like one is ranged for not moving. I guess if I'm going to be not moving... No, one of the stances... What you're thinking of, Arg, one of the stances charges faster if I'm auto-attacking. It doesn't just auto-attack for me or anything. Anyway. I want one of the... Do you spin around? No, it teleports. You're the one that... Yeah. That'll protect me if people surround me, which is good. That is a good thing. Take 10 damage. Oh yeah, no, it's damage. I don't want them anywhere near me. I want this guy taking the focus. He's got all the defense and armor and shit. 10% damage. Hell yeah. Absorbs 20. Oh, absolutely. Fuck yeah. Reduced by 5 seconds. Increase armor radius. Ooh, those are both good. The radius is bigger and absorbs more damage, or he takes less damage and the skill recharges faster. I think that's probably the smarter one, because that way it can be up more frequently over time. And you... there you got this thing. Increase fireball damage by 5. Pass through the enemy. Caster recovers 4% of their maximum focus. That could be good. But I also just like killing things. Oh yeah. Make it faster. Righto. Alright. So for you guys, 1+ enemy. He's with an element tag. They don't need an element tag is the thing. Just pick lowest health. Cast on self when below 50% health. Yeah, alright. Fair enough. 1+ enemies is fine. 1+ enemies is fine. Lowest health. If we wait for them to have tags, they're never going to have it, you guys. I can't micromanage all of you constantly. The nerve of some people.
There you are.
Yeah.
I hope I haven't kept you waiting.
I need to return to my court.
Well, that was quick.
I feel the Judge Master would want to know that one of the Registry's members was seeking artifacts of great power.
I don't suppose there's anything I can do to talk you out of it.
You suppose correctly.
In that case, I should at least
we'll have to seduce her. It's the only way.
Know the bright chorus is still alive in the hearts of some.
Well, I suppose you're welcome. I will see you soon, Inspector.
The whole time, you've been so polite.
I'm a polite guy.
I may not enjoy politics, but let this be a lesson to you, Mariner. If you cannot kill a spy, then you do just as well to befriend them.
It's actually good advice.
Come on. We have ruins to investigate.
Oh, it's so exciting, isn't it, sister?
What?
We're going to the ruins.
I do like these two.
I hope you know we're not actually going to go follow them inside.
What?
You'll not miss much, anyway.
Not a fan of ruins, sir?
Hate them. For my creditor, I scored the worst for the section about ruins and archaeology.
He's just like me, for real.
Well, for one, when I'd been...
When you'd been...
Not again, Calvin.
Come on.
When I'd been Contadani, before I joined the registry, I used to spend a lot of time along the highways. There were a pair of Vegilis that came by every morning on their way to the White Spire who would talk about ruins and interesting finds. And every time I listened to them, walking in their fancy robes, all I could think was, why do they have so much energy for the dead when the living still suffer?
Alright, he's lost me. I don't like ruins and caves because they're gross and dark.
Me kill the mood.
I'm cramped.
Please don't say that, sir. That was, lighted and enlightening. Yes.
Wide open spaces for me. Bright lights.
He means thank you, sir.
I don't care for Skyrim. Can you guess why? I do prefer Fallout. Skyrim's fine, whatever, but yeah, I don't like caves and ruins and shit like that. It's not my scene.
We'll be back soon.
We'll be here.
Give me a mountain or a forest.
A word, Mariner?
Something the matter?
About what happened on the coach.
The twins seem to appreciate.
Stop it.
I like that the twins...
I know you mean well. You think getting me to talk about my past will help me get over it. It won't. I've spent the past 5 years burying the man that abandoned his brother and fled the city. Stop trying to bring him back. Is that clear?
Yeah, Shane.
Is that clear, Mariner?
As the belt, sir.
Good. Now, come on.
Yeah, I like the twins who are kind of sort of characters. Like, they aren't in this part of the game, and they haven't been since the beginning. But they're fun on the loading screen, or what is, you know, the transition screen. I think it's a bit long to actually be a loading screen, but, you know, they give good flavor during that.
Of stone.
I wonder what we'll find.
Hopefully, something that leads us closer to...
Can you hear that?
Huh. We should go help that guy. I assume. Cassatore, I'm assuming. Anyway. Squirrels, get him! Mod, squirrel that man. These guys working in the mines, I'm guessing? I thought that might be a dude who's, you know, like, important. You know, I really wish you wouldn't do that when I'm trying to get my squirrels all set up, buddy. Just eats the projectiles, that being the squirrels in this case. Huh. Well then. I blame the lack of squirrels. And that, you know, I'm very bad at this game.
We'll be here.
That's also a critical factor in this.
Steepled finger.
Yes, yes, we know.
Hopefully something that...
Yes, yes, we know.
Hold your ground!
Like, literally any game that's tactics like this, where it's like, position yourself. I'm like, no. I prefer not to. Let me just mash buttons, swing sword, and dodge roll. That's what I'm good at.
Better me than them.
I grew up playing Ratchet and Clank and God of War, and I literally never evolved past it.
Over here, sir!
Come on.
Can't keep this up.
I'll hold him on my own. Guess now I'm just stuck running away. My least favorite thing to do in these games. And all I can do is think, man, if only I had a dodge roll and full control. Or a block button.
Steepled fingers. Hopefully, so.
Got you.
Oh, who did that? Yeah, okay, that sounds good. Hey, look, progress is about to be made.
Got this.
I do appreciate the enemy just appears to be whipping them repeatedly. I gotta take that fucking projectile wall off, because it is just eating my squirrels every time. Or at the very least, change it so he only does it when there's, like, you know, more enemies around. If I could do that now. I can. So, him, not me. She's still in the menu. Yeah, how about on clusters of like 2+ enemies, you use the fucking wall, and not 1+ enemy. Though if there's just a dude by themselves, you don't fucking go spamming that crap. Oh, they're all dead. That's nice. Was this about isometric RPGs?
For nothing.
Yes, yes I am.
You didn't think
Isometric RPGs with real-time combat elements.
I'd assumed you'd taken
Throw me in Bastion and I'll clean fucking house, but that's a game where I can dodge roll and hit a button to swing a weapon. And that's the end of it.
You're brave, stepping into Cacciatore territory without permission.
Cacciatore is a type of food. Chicken cacciatore is a thing. Are you gonna feed me? Is that what we're doing here?
Already you cultivate words for posturing.
Because I'd appreciate it.
Forgive me. It slipped my mind how indisposed the Cacciatore are towards the nuances of politics.
Now I want chicken cacciatore.
Why are you here?
How dare you do this to me?
I need to know if this ward has seen visitors from the White Spire recently.
Should you not be seeking that answer in a mirror?
Oh, shit.
One of our own is missing. He was acting clandestinely.
And you spurned the Green Guild for straying from politics. See what they do to your own.
Please, Rex, answer the question.
Yeah, Rex, shut up.
Recently, from what my men have told me. A Regenti, I believe.
Can you tell us more?
No. I know someone who
No.
can.
How dare
In
you?
exchange for the answer, my guild will be acquitted for any dues you think it owes for your assistance battling the Fae.
Well, any dues?
And you will leave
for
us
your
out of your
assistance.
mire of
Yeah.
politics.
Okay, fair enough.
As far as I can.
Her name is Amadea, and she is partial towards the Cleaver. She believes it was a special site in the times of the Dementicate, and has been studying its contents for years now.
And she knows about the Regenti?
My men said they traveled to the lower levels of the ruins together.
For what?
I don't know.
The Rex of the Cacciatore not knowing the business of his own.
Amadea is of the Dieci.
And she operates freely within your territory?
There are special circumstances.
She bribed you.
You said you would leave me out of the mire.
So I did. Where is she now?
Did say that. Can't go back on it now.
Further down in the ruins, I suspect. She was with us when the Kilgan attacked, but she didn't stay by our side.
His voice is familiar too.
Then, with your permission.
Go, and consider our debt settled. May this be the last I see of the Spire's poison.
He's got a very sort of, like you hear him around Dragon Age encampments or Kingdoms of Amular, just an NPC in the background, you know, that sort of voice.
I can't believe you just coerced the Rex of the Cacciatore.
I don't like it any more than you do, but any other way and he wouldn't have let us stand upon his soil.
what I do to see this city free of its politics.
Are you a new party
Hold
member?
on, sir.
Probably not.
What's the
You
matter?
have no face and you're
We're
named
going down to the
Cacciatore.
ruins.
Yes? What's it to you?
A few of us were scouts, and we'd been deeper in the ruins when the Kilgan, the Fae, began attacking.
Well, you made it out alive.
Yeah.
Good on you.
Congrats.
Not all of
Bye.
us.
Oh, okay.
One of the scouts, Igoris, hasn't made it out yet. I was hoping...
I'll keep an eye out for him.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Igoris is probably party member of the 4th here.
You think this Amadea can help us?
She better. If not, I don't know what other leads we
Fred
have.
Tassicor. Not by that name. I might recognize some work he's done. Squirrels.
It seems that this is our ride down.
Tides. It looks unstable.
The best survivalists in all of Umber built this. It should support you. I hope.
Unlike that
Your
ladder.
faith in my weight is touching.
At least it's not a rusty ladder. Come on.
Here we are. The ruins proper.
None of these ruins are proper. Haven't been a millennia.
Ha! Got him.
Hold on.
What are they doing?
Blocking our way, that's what. Are you ready?
They'd be standing around a box. Can't think why. We did get a skill point, but I don't think that's enough to really matter or help us. Away we go! Get squirreled, son. $900 rolls in various video games like Overwatch and anime and such. Yeah, like I said, I knew the voice. It was a familiar voice. Aha! Part of my Rubik's Cube.
Seems like they were guarding this.
I've been looking for this.
Cicero.
Do you remember the Fae in Raz's office?
Cicero.
The way they were guarding it reminds me of those in the class.
Cicero!
What?
Put it down.
Let him...
Down. Step away.
She's unarmed. Get her.
Don't follow me.
Hello, new party member.
What just happened?
I'm not quite sure.
Do you think that's Amadea?
She was wearing the Dieci's colors. Muted, but definitely still the Dieci's.
Lead on, then.
I also like how she, like, didn't fight those guys, let us handle it, and then is like, I can take these two. So I don't know if you can. It's kind of not how that works.
Tides. This place is enormous.
Thankfully, the path is straight. Imagine how much work we'd have to do if it weren't.
That better, okay. Goodness me. Squirrels.
How do you think she's dealt with all these Fae?
She's quick on her feet. I suspect she mostly runs.
And she's mighty fine at it, too.
Should be underleveled for the boss fight. I'll tell you that from experience. That's how young Token used to play RPGs. Fights were scary. If I didn't have all my health and HP going into the boss fight at the end, then clearly I was losing. Also, I want to save all my potions and healing items for combat in case I need them. So I just ran from a lot of fights, and shockingly, I was underleveled. Got pretty far in some games, though, for being underleveled.
Tides. The mists are thick here.
Made it to fucking Seymour in Final Fantasy
Not
X.
surprising, is it?
Is that her?
Let's find out.
And like Disc 2 of Final Fantasy VII back in the day.
Maybe that wasn't such a good idea.
You fool! Squirrels are incoming! Why is he aggroing me? Stop aggroing me. Aggro the tank. That's what he's there for. Ow.
Why are you following me?
Razatov Azrith. We know he's been coming here with you. We want to know why.
And if I tell you, will you leave me alone?
Really depends on the answer.
If we need more
Yeah,
details.
exactly. Like, I'm not gonna promise that.
He and I were working out of one of the rooms, deeper in.
Can you take us to it?
Something's made the Kilgan in the area aggressive.
I noticed.
Their behavior has put the artifacts of these runes in danger.
What are you, some kind of curator? I'm sorry. We'll take care of the Kilgan.
Apparently that was offensive in some way.
And then will we be done with one another?
If you wish.
Let's go.
If you wish. You know, if you want to, like, get dinner later or something, I wouldn't object to it. Alright. Increase duration. Oh, hell yeah. And damage? Oh, fuck yeah. Let's go. I like, again, she's still in the party. Give me, raising threat. That's what I'm looking for. That's the spice. And can we, like, just get rid of you entirely? I don't like you. I regret putting points into you. You are... but it generates more threat. But it's also just not great. Everyone, whenever he casts it, everyone's just too far away from it to really do anything. And then it interrupts my projectiles. It's very, very limited in its ability to be helpful. 14! Good lord. Alright, what's your passive? Oh, increase... Fuck yeah. Focus regen, maximum focus. We got focus regen. Alright, what else you got here? Enemy dealing... Non-earth elemental tag is activated. Tag is activated. Okay, just go that way. We're running the gambit here. We've got an earth, a fire, a water. I chose air. Isn't that convenient? I'm guessing this last one is also going to be air, and then I can swap between basically all of them at will because I'm the avatar master of all four elements. Interrupt. Receives an earth tag. Sure. Increased damage. Uh-huh. Got 9 points left. What do we have here? 10% attack movement. Oh, that's good. Yeah, do that. Take damage from auto attacks. Recovers. Oh, that's... Since I'm pretty much going to have her constantly auto attacking, that's great. Burrow. An illusion which generates high threat and burrows underground. Maybe. Fissure. A series of successive attacks as the caster charges forward in 2 seconds, stealing all enemies. That's pretty good. Gotta admit, that sounds pretty snazzy. Attacks knock back enemies. I don't need them getting knocked back. That's... Sounds like it'll be more trouble than it's worth. have one left, but I can't spend it on anything. So anyway. I'll upgrade the
Let me guess.
other
The
woman
light
when
comes
she's
from
actually in
some
the party.
ancient Dementicate technology that you've been studying.
No. That's just
I love that gag. The aha, it must be super complicated thing. And it's like, nah, it's this. It's real easy. Not sexy or cool in any way. It's just like, nah, it's just moss, dude. Glows.
So, that cube you took from us, what is it?
I don't know.
Come now.
All I know is that it doesn't belong in your hands.
Judgy.
That's a harsh way to put it.
Yeah.
It doesn't belong in any of our hands. Just look at how the Fae guard it.
Curious behavior that was.
They're selective about what they protect. From my observations, they tend to be defensive about things that might have had some significance to the Dementicate. Weapons, statues, things like that.
You know a lot about that, don't you? Never mind then.
She's full of conversation. So there's 2 serious women in this game that don't like to chuckle or smile. Man, I am spoiled for choice, aren't I? I just need one of them to laugh at a stupid joke, and I'm sold. I'm in.
The first room is straight up ahead.
But what's down this way? Now you've got me interested. Fellas, if you can make a... Ah, hell. If you can make a girl laugh, then it's all over. You've won. I am straying from this beaten path. Squirrels, get them!
So, can you at least tell us what Razatov has been working on?
He believes that the cleaver contains clues that'll lead him to some treasure or something.
Wow. How specific.
Sound very
Yeah, exactly.
You don't know the half of it.
What do you mean?
I'd never seen anyone more unstable.
And you're working with him.
He's one of the most grounded people I know.
He kept muttering to himself about nonsense and this search of his for some artifacts.
We should keep moving.
So, Arg, when you did play this, what I guess class did you start with in terms of what do they call it? Branding? The old earth, water, fire, and air.
I'm ready. There are truths in this world that we have yet to even glimpse. Truths that, if you knew anything about the Dementicate, you would know they were familiar with. There's much to be learned from studying the past.
Like how to lead a civilization to extinction?
Let's
Damn,
keep going,
got him.
Shall we?
I do need to get down there, it looks like. You went fire? Fair enough. Given my, the problem is I like standing still and throwing squirrels at things, but looking at my abilities, that's not exactly something I have a lot of options. Like, I have a teleport? Yeah, I swap positions. Yeah, spin and move. That's the thing around me. Sucks enemies into me. But, like, one of the stances is good for ranged attacks, and it's like, yeah, teleports to the location. and like standing still. The only range attack I have is the squirrels. If I had like a bow or something instead of the sword, that would be one thing. But they have a whole stance for ranged attacks, despite everyone being focused on melee.
This must have been the scout the Cacciatore mentioned.
Wait. Something's not right. His face. It's frozen.
It's disgusting. Oh.
This wasn't done by the Kilgan.
A water brand, then?
No!
Mask runners.
Damn it.
Ha! Water brand mask runners, you sons of bitches. Some elements are more adept at range combat, I suppose, yeah. But
Well, the Regenti was right after
this is
all.
the only way I get
We've got
squirrels.
quick friends.
Where is he?
Get them!
Brace yourself.
Or maybe I will be able to keep squirrels and do something else with ranged stuff. Who knows? She's going there. I'll handle the bruiser then, why don't I?
Where did she go?
Ah, you idiot, you're invisible.
There.
For someone invisible, you're terrible at stealth.
Amadeo, come on.
Okay. We're traveling together then.
Where is he?
This game auto-saves. Good to know.
Damn it.
Jesus. Alright, cool it.
Enough.
Huh. I feel like the music is underselling this scene.
Here we go. Watch your flanks.
Huzzah! Oh, shit. Teamwork! Oh. Really thought there'd be a cutscene, I'll be 100% honest with you.
Where is the Regenti?
Lady, deliver me.
Answer me.
Ah, damn it.
Damn.
Good way to know someone died, I guess. Probably should rip that mask off her, though, first, so we could have kept
What
it.
is it?
That's all I'm saying.
Razatov's. I'm surprised it survived, considering what it went through.
How did you find this?
I thought I saw something moving in the rubble. A light or something. Turned out to be his journal. All's been charred save a single entry.
On Thursday, I had pancakes. It's completely worthless.
My instincts were right. Aechian Siyun of the Air Nuarth was the time when the god of the Dementicate, Breog, gifted them with the artifacts, the Treror.
There's like
With
9
them,
made-up
the
words in that
Dementicate
sentence, and it's only
expanded.
8 words
The
long.
evidence of what the artifacts allowed them to do is all around us. Masquerades. Their god allowed them, taught them how to create Masquerades, using the 3 artifacts. And I know how to find them.
Oh my god!
I believe our agreement has come to an end.
Well...
That's it?
What? You expected me to follow you?
But we're such good friends
It's
now.
not about following me. This is a breakthrough, Amadea. The very fabric of the city will unravel because of this.
Then go. Be excited.
I thought you'd want to be part of it.
Goodbye, Inspettori.
I mean, you know nothing about her. Why would you assume that? Is he smitten? Does he think she's cute? Does he have a little crush on her? What the fuck is this room?
170.
Terrifying room.
Tell me how I am supposed to explain our actions to the families of 172 of my people.
Null, we have spoken about this before.
It is not enough. Telling them that the lady has better plans for them is not damn near enough. Where were you? Where was the lady when the portieri assaulted the Quiet Order? Why did she not give us a sign? Why did you leave us?
The answers are beyond your comprehension. You must have faith now.
Boy, that's always the best answer in
Then give it to
situations
me.
like this.
Tell me why we are letting our people die.
We needed the Regenti. You were there when we took him. You were there when he told us about the cleaver, about the girl.
And after we learn about that, you choose to send my people in such small numbers, just like the Conoscenza. You refuse to listen to my plea for sending more.
Have faith, Null.
I have had enough. You might have converted a few of my people to your religion, but you know that I still command their hearts. You have a day to make good on our bargain, Herald, or I will take my people and do it my way.
I mean, I get where he's coming from. He's just trying to lead a civil war, and this insane cult man's here.
Why didn't he tell me?
Well,
perhaps he intended to, but didn't get the chance.
Yeah, he wasn't there.
If he spent days, weeks even, in those stupid ruins, why wasn't I informed?
Can't believe I trusted such a fool with something so...
Razatov wasn't a fool.
No? Then why is he now in the hands of rebel scum?
Rebel scum?
He found what you told him to find. More even.
So where are the answers?
With him. Haven't you been listening?
There's only one lead left.
The masked runners who have him.
Well, yeah.
They need to be contacted. A channel of communication needs to be set up.
Or, you know, we
and
can
how
just
are you intending
kill them.
to do that?
To Cicero Gavar of the Cavalli Fields, Hyacinth District. You have been summoned back to Omber at the request of the Verone. Your exile will be revoked, and you will be granted a grand sum of 10,000 crescents, should you complete the business that awaits you. A pair of coach hands has been...
Get to your point.
Yeah, where are we going with this?
The business was to find Razatov. I have found him.
Oh, this is a...
with the Masquerades.
Come on!
20,000 if you bring him back.
Ooh.
Lucia has been working on a case involving the mask runners. She should...
I will not accept this. You...
When my rats in the Cavalli Fields told me that you'd gotten familiar with the bottom of tankards, I pulled a few strings, cut a few trade routes, terminated a few breweries.
You dick!
Why would you do that?
Yeah!
Because you're better than that. You're better than the drunkard I kept reading about in all the reports from the fields. And you're better than this coward who wants to turn in an investigation just because it suddenly involves going to the mask runners.
You wasted a lot of resources just to shut down a brewery?
And yes, that mistake cost you your
So that I couldn't be
Nearly
as
cost you
drunk?
yours, and has cost me my city. But it was a mistake. And we are not defined by our mistakes.
I don't know, that's a hell of a mistake I clearly made at some point.
Cicero!
Let them burn. If I'm doing this, I'm not using some pathetic hand-me-downs. I'll make my own notes, thank you very much.
I mean, just seems rude. They're the man's notes. Alright. Meanwhile, I'll grab this lore, which will hopefully trigger an autosave. One can hope. That's probably going to be where I stop today. It's not bad. I'm kinda interested in where it's going. It has my attention. I'm, terrible at this combat, but I knew that going into it. I tried to warn them, but they wouldn't listen. But no, I'm kinda interested in this. Wondering where it's going. It's a good setting. Civil War is always interesting, and they're keeping it, They introduce a lot of factions very quickly, but you can kind of keep up with them. This masked individual... She's just nothing personal, kid, at that suit of armor. This masked individual... He's got a full-ass mask, as opposed to everyone who's just got, like, half masks and shit. Curious what his deal is. So yeah, I'm down for continuing this. Seeing it out to the end. Which probably means a wheel spin on Thursday and maybe Friday. Next Friday, obviously, not tomorrow. Anyway. But that is going to be it for me. Love you all. Be good people. I will see you then. I'm going to try and get the soundtrack out of my head because, unironically, it's my least favorite part of this game. The soundtrack sucks. It's just guys going, oh, all the damn time. Awful. Good night, everybody. I will see you tomorrow.